through the zone on the southwest. They lost Hell, and they were just constantly trying to crawl back.
It's amazing stuff.
And there we go.
We're going to be very happy with how that game #1 has gone, but something that's certainly going to make me happy, and hopefully a lot of Apex fans around the world very happy, is a little look at Season 24. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Twitch didn't get the right game in. That means Facebook I did, actually. Did Kick get the right? Nope, Kick didn't update the game either. So they have you pick the game all over the place, but it doesn't even update the game. That's annoying. Okay, let's try this. It didn't even update the title. Big stepper.
My barber got me looking. You ain't walking out of line. They ask me how you be like this. How you be like this? Yes, swerving. Moving to the money like it's urgent. Hands on God, so I'm in it like a surgeon. Only thing I'm breaking is a burn. Yeah, baby, go bring out the goodies. Stuck it inside the hoodie. Now we trying
Okay, I had to update that everywhere too. Okay, about to be live on YouTube as well. Not bad. So I still got to do a lot of shit. I got to do more shit manually now than ever before. That sucks, but whatever. Wait, it worked? Yo, Beamstream chat test. Did it work? Let's go. Theodore, appreciate that. Great looks.
Season 24 trailer is coming up.
Now I'm going to ask another question. He's going to just hate me, man.
I don't know anything. I will say this again, but...
Yeah, hell yeah, Shane. So I switched over to beamstream.gg for it all.
I feel like if Octane gets a buff, maybe I'll be back to my
Wait,
prime,
I can... It'll do TikTok?
Alas.
How many kills did you get yesterday in solos?
In solos, 0.
A good 0 though.
A good 0.
Hell of a 0.
I went out with a bang.
One of the best 0s you ever
went out with a bang. The TDM, I got about 8 kills, so I'll take that.
You did
all right.
You killed Graceful?
Didn't kill Graceful. Actually, I might have with the TDM, I'm unsure.
I did. You probably could have, honestly, if you would have seen it. It was that easy. Anyway, let's focus on Oiko in front of him. He's going to kill me later, by the way. He's at... Oh, I've just forgotten. He's like...
Oh, he's trained in fighting.
Oh, TikTok as well?
Like a really high-level martial art.
Yeah. That's on you.
Delete the VODs. Never happened. Big fan of Graceful.
I'll probably try and go live on Noise, too. I think I set up the account.
When you're looking at quality of lobby, something to kind of maybe explain to some people who are watching right now, and they always hear the things like, this scrim quality isn't very good, the practice quality isn't very good. That's why, when you have end games like that with 11 teams alive in the final circle, that's what you want to try and practice for, because that's the intensity, that's the LAN experience, and that is the situation where the best teams in the world can separate themselves.
I think what's interesting as well, looking at this lobby, is the amount of catalysts we have. So on day 1, throughout group stages, I think there was 25% roughly of catalyst across the groups. That went down to 5% when we were in the elimination bracket. But now back into winners bracket again, we're up to 25% again pick rate of catalyst. So I think
he's typing.
The win rate of catalyst is an impressive statistic here. I think she's actually
a
legend that is up
what's
there
going
with
on,
the most
Michael?
when you look at the combination of them all.
Oh,
and there's a reason
sucks.
for that. If
Got
she
any
can
Pepto or
get to that
anything?
end game, she can impact it in
or
such a way
is
that
it too
really
far down where
changes
it's
the whole
the other
dynamic
end?
of that final
That's
circle.
really,
Even though
I hate
didn't
when
win a
that,
team
where you're going to be sitting on a
with
toilet a
the
little
catalyst
too
in
much,
that
it ain't
final
worth it.
circle,
I'm going to be in the
certainly
bathroom
changed
the whole
for the
time,
likes of
boss.
Fanatik, for example, because they were able to
Oh,
play
yeah,
off
yeah.
that
Hell
dark
yeah.
veil.
I never got
interesting.
heartburn.
I think there's
I
kind
never
of
got heartburn
almost a-
one time until I was 27 years old.
developing.
And since
You look
then,
at the
certain things
influence
do
of
it.
Rampart
It's usually
and
not too bad,
Newcastle,
especially
right?
now that I
How
don't
explained
drink.
it a little bit,
Drinking always
say,
inflamed
less
it, especially
comfortable
like
to hold spots
beers.
for a longer period of time, Sheila, but if you can
But
completely
yeah,
cancel
it's
off
really
someone
not
who's
too
playing
bad most of the
Catalyst,
time. Usually
even
it's
though
more of
they
like
blast through,
acidic
you know,
stuff,
the
like green
wall,
peppers.
it's blind.
Kind of do
Actually
it, like
becomes a
certain
lot less
tomatoes type
effective
stuff.
if you don't know what you're aiming at and you
Oh
kind of
yeah,
just hoping that the
that'll
bullets
do
are
it. That's
getting
why,
back to the
yeah.
bullets. You can get a Q down,
Dude,
you
be
get
careful.
a
That
fall
can
down
do
in the time
damage, man.
towards the end
My
game. So all
grandpa's
of these
fix
little
for
mind
it is
games, I
just
think, are
baking
starting to
soda
go
and
on
water.
between
Old
the
school
teams about
trick.
what's
You
working
got any
now.
baking soda? Baking
If
soda and
everybody
water,
starts
dude,
picking up
helps
on this
him
and
big
Catalyst
time.
becomes
I
everybody's
mean, I
favorite,
don't know
then it
with
doesn't become
medicines and stuff.
as
I'm not a
strong.
doctor. I'm
It's
just saying
really
that's
interesting kind of
a trick I
development.
know.
That third
Yeah, yeah.
in the composition of what these teams are looking for at the moment.
I think you almost have to have someone else doing the job for you. As long as there's enough ramparts that are destroying those Newcastle walls, you can take advantage of it. But you're completely right.
He said I can combine TikTok chat into Beam chat. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Combination of trying to work together against the greater
How do I combine the
because otherwise it
TikTok?
just
I
gets out
asked
of
him though,
control.
so he's gonna
We're
let
almost
me
ready to get into
know.
match two then. Aurora and the EMEA train
Yeah, oh yeah,
continues
it'll
to
make you.
roll
It
here in
makes you
Japan.
just feel like shit. Yeah, dizzy because you're
Still think
fucking
they were
because
training
it's
with
so
weights.
bad.
I think let's
Well,
go
probably
through
would
the
make you
Maybe
dizzy.
this was what it was all building to, that frustration. And
I
now
think
they're
that
letting loose.
there is a reality here that we have to start believing, and that's that we could definitely see an EMEA team win again on land with how well they've been performing so far. But of course, there's just
Yeah.
so far to go as well in these games that even if you have this
Is that like a
consistency,
prescription
game
you
on,
gotta
game two,
get,
game
or
three,
is
it
that
doesn't
over the
matter
counter, or
if you
what?
do not
I'm
hold
guessing
it
a
in when it
prescription,
comes to
right?
those match point finals.
That's the only thing I could recommend is maybe trying some baking soda and water. Works for my grandpa. But that sounds tough, man. You got more, a little bit more serious issues than just regular old heartburn. Sounds like. Yeah, I want to test out Party again because it worked for him.
But Aurora now, it's so fascinating to me that.
Yeah, Party chat working. Let's go.
We're having in the green room before things got underway. Is that kind of, they won't be that good conversation when Aurora started to play.
That's
well
awesome.
here, or,
So
when
many
we get to
chats
land, you
connected
hear
in
these,
one. I'm
rumors
freaking
and,
loving
they're
it.
not going to be able to reproduce what they do. But I think they've just been so damn good for so long now that everybody understands and accepts that Aurora are a threat to the title. There is nothing about this team, even though they can be a bit unorthodox, that could really, change your mind about them being potential winners.
And look at that circle for Aurora as well. They had a brilliant southern circle before over towards Coastal, and now we're heading to Barometer. Only bad sign, they don't have a ring console, as far as I can see. Again, I always have to double check just in case their name is covering one up. So they might be spread out here, and there is a danger.
He's been typing for a while. Must be typing a lot. He's like, I'm gonna fucking give you information. I'm gonna give you so much information. You're freaking never gonna ask another question.
So they need to make sure their eyes are trained towards the skies.
Theodore's killing it on Beam.
From that western side as well.
Beam support's been killing it so far. Really happy with Beam stream so far. Really cool. More platforms, more platform integration than Restream. And I love Restream, don't get me wrong. But it seems like Beam stream is doing a lot more of the things needed. Okay, my shit started stop tracking again.
Virtus Pro, I think, is the team on the other side of this fight here with.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. That's how that's how some places should be.
Yeah, GG pushed here very early as expected. As soon as they saw that zone and where it's going, it has given Aurora a little bit of time to get back to a closer proximity, by the way, so they're not going to be caught off guard by anyone, but they'll definitely know the zone's coming towards them now because we've already got 7 teams down here in the Barometer area. But I think there was a potential for an early fight here with Gaming Gladiators, and it's going to be complexity just underneath them.
Always a scary moment when you're having a split hold, because at some point the fight's going to break out.
Or above them, I guess, complexity are, excuse me.
Nobody wants to share this early. Yeah, GG made a really smart play actually here. Just give this up. There's no point in trying to share because one grenade, one mistake on either side and the game is ruined. To play the bridge, you've got the Newcastle wall, you can get it down. And then you can play the little head glitch and just poke and prod.
Okay, so they're working on the title stuff. TikTok, I need a stream key, which I'll have to ask.
We'll see you later on, but for now, we can just keep elsewhere, and maybe we can pick up some KP together. Late movers are going to include the likes of.
I know they don't give them away.
ring console down towards Cenote Cave, but they probably would have seen everyone moving down south.
Sorry to jump in. It's interesting for Falcons. It's like one of those difficult games because there's not really a beacon near them. There's not a reserve. They have to go all the way to Mill to hit a ring console if they actually want to find out where it is.
Well.
But I mean, even then, the time it's going to take them, everyone's already got to coastal camp. So it's like one of those weird situations where you're spawning the POI next to where the zone is going, but the fact that you don't have the ring consoles dictates so much about how your game's going to go.
Tough one to do as well, because if you do move up to Mill, you fear that there's going to be late rotators from North Pad, from Checkpoint, and I think actually Alliance are going to be at Mill soon, so they'll have to keep that in mind, and maybe they'll just make a heads-up bet of where this zone is going and move to Barometer anyway. As ExoClan, they were the first team to be eliminated in the first match, but this time they found a more comfortable spot to work with, and have to see whether they can have a better chance at actually fighting and staying alive in this game. It's all right, I know how it feels to go out first in a match on the main stage.
Sharing an emotional bond in that way.
It's traumatic. I wasn't even looking the right way, Mark.
Well, that was your problem, Dan.
My headphones are on backwards.
Much easier to play the game when you look at the
Really
player that's
is.
shooting.
Really is.
Aurora up on the high ground, no surprise to see them up there. This is almost like a, if you can hold this position, you're going to guarantee yourself points. Barometer, one of those zones.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
The extreme height differential of that big
Yep,
tower
yep.
building
We're all
really
only
does
human.
just
That's why it's glad that you got a
guarantee
place
the
that
fact
actually
that
understands
anyone
it.
zips up on
My
you,
brother
you
got a
have
new
first shot,
job,
you
and
should
he's
be able to
already
hold it for
talking
such
about
a long
quitting
time.
because
Fanatik, though, this is a
they didn't
kind of
talk about
opposite
this,
end
but
of
now
the
every day he's
story.
been having to do
Like,
all
this
the
is
work
the
on his own.
opposite end of the
So a
map.
job for like 2 guys or more, like he's now doing it one guy every night, night after night. Like, that's not what you talked about when you hired me. So it's the equivalent of like he's doing the job of like 4 guys. So then it's like he's only making $5 an hour, not 20. You know what I mean? He's saving them all the money, working his ass off. And the stupid mold machine, he has to get on his knees every time to do the mold shit. So he's getting on his knees all the time. They don't even provide knee pads. Like, come on. Like, they're making this much money and have a government contract and you're treating your employees like this? Here he is, excited to work, excited to get some benefits and some pay, and you just shit on him right out the gate like that? That's fucking annoying, man. It's like, dude, have some fucking integrity. You know what I mean? Like, have some character. Don't do that to people. That's ass. Where's my, oh, it's in my pocket. I was like, where's my other phone at? Not cool at all.
First fight of this game, and they're pretty comfortable doing so.
Yeah.
Going to give everybody an idea of what to expect, a little bit of foreshadowing. Towards the end of this game, it is going to be
like when you're saying you shouldn't call in, but you have to. Yeah, it sucks. It's disappointing. You feel like you're letting yourself down and stuff.
Yes, indeed. Cool. Is it going to pull towards the bridge? Maybe the X where GG are? We'll have to see a little bit later.
It certainly does pull that way sometimes, and GG and Complexity are both banking on that as well. It's not like a bad pull for anyone, though. You can see everyone who went down towards the Barometer area are still within this next circle that they don't yet know about. It's very rare that people do take the northern Barometer buildings unless they are late arrivals.
Somebody to point out, Falcons just hit next beacon over at Cito Station.
So that was the way they avoided the mill conflict, as they went up to Cito instead.
Now they're making their way towards zone, and they're going to have a good indication now with the zone pulling the way it is that what side is going to be the best to play. So Alliance may be looking to do something pretty similar on your map overhead. N-Force 36 are currently at Cito Station, kind of blocking and hindering their process.
Yeah, that's going to be annoying and frustrating for Alliance, actually, because they would have loved a free hit like Falcons had, but Falcons, where do they go here? They'll be the only team right now who knows where that circle is going to go in Barometer, so there is spots down on that south side. You can use that Trident to actually make a base. As for Enter Force 36, they noticed Alliance, but they have now seen Alliance retreat and get away from this zone.
Yeah, Alliance are now completely behind the rotation of Team Falcons, so they're being mirrored. Falcons have just spotted it out, as E36 will be completely on their own on this northern side. This is the mirror we were talking
Check
about.
back in with TikTok. That's the only thing that I'm having trouble with. That's why I'm hoping if I could get a freaking
that presented them to them, or been presented to them, excuse me. It's actually all blues. It's only
sorry, y'all, trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. Yo, Johnny Wick on kick, gotta be. Yes, let's go. T-Hawk.
from that class, but
Yeah, I should be playing in the ALGS. You're right about that. I tried the. Oh! Wind it up. Let's go, Johnny Wick.
Spot that is available, but it is
Woo,
in the next
15-month
zone.
resub, 5
And it
gifted
is a building
subs.
which at least you don't have
Oh,
to
you know what I
try
need to
to
do?
find
Hold on. Let me
something.
do something quick, y'all.
Oh,
So I can just copy that. I don't have it on this one. Shit, we're gonna miss it. No. Oh, shit, no, I have to, y'all. How does it say 5? How does it say 0? So it's not even connected right anyways today. It's my sub counter isn't even working. My bad, y'all. Yo, let me, I'm getting your name up on the board. Let's go. I believe that's it. Let me see then what our sub count is. I believe that's 6 subs then total, right? Like,
But you saw the panic. As soon as one of the players was stuck, they were like, oh,
15-month resub and 5 gifted? Yeah, well, it only went up 5 though. That shit's so weird how this works, man. I don't get it. Yeah, well, we tried in the BLGS, and then I ended up getting into it with the dude who runs the org after, because he thinks he's better than me and anybody, and like, hey, he says, hey, do you want to IGL? And then he just IGLs anyways, and then hindsight's like a bad idiot player would do. It's like, so yeah, it kind of ruined it. Both times I've tried, years ago and now, it just leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. Hopefully I can find 2 people, or like I said, I'd like to be maybe an alternate, or, you know, that's why I just keep trying to get better, and hopefully it'll fall into place. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm getting better every single day, so I'm here for it. I'm a team player in that regard. We all know that. Let's go. Yo, let me get Johnny Wick up there. 1 second, y'all.
Now Liquid are going to be able to sit here pretty confident that no one's going to arrive from behind them after taking out Team Fanatik.
Kurev decides he doesn't like the location of the Trident, repositions it. But they're looking at that.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, I bet they're looking at that, what's it called? The truck that's just
Big Tommy D, a.k.a. Johnny Wick. 15-month resub, 5 gifted subs. Let's freaking go. So yeah, we're at 31 now. I got to redo that number again.
Here in this circle, right towards Liquid Alienware. And is worth mentioning, Crazy Raccoon in that tunnel, and Shopify Rebellion are approaching from the southeast as well. Definitely some conflict is going to happen down on that southern side. But for the teams who committed early to this central zones of perimeter, they're all going to have to move.
It's going to be a really difficult fight, actually, this for Shopify Rebellion, because it's one thing to take a fight in open ground where the Gibraltar ultimate becomes a factor. You can push a team back. But if you're in a tunnel, the Gibby ult's useless. It's not going to do anything whatsoever. And if you're trying to walk through a tight space that's got rampart walls set up and Sheila already were in, it becomes a very, very difficult fight to take. So this is a big opportunity for Crazy Raccoon to pick up some KP. And for Shopify Rebellion, they're going to have to do some serious work here to push them back.
I mean, but they are pushing them back. The fear in Crazy Raccoon's eyes right now, and that's the Zainu effect. He just hits shots when he's running at you.
Oh, that frag grenade!
Grenade hurt.
We got time today, cuz. Let's go. Yo, appreciate that. Big Tommy D with the like on Facebook as well. Let's go. Appreciate that, Mad. Shane with the 100 stars. Eric J with the 20 stars. Johnny Wick with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Killing it, y'all. T-Hawk in the house on Twitch. Michael Tudope on Kick. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Obviously, Johnny Wick on Kick. Let's go. Appreciate that, y'all. Big Tommy D. Let's go. That's what's up, y'all. Appreciate that support. Makes all the difference. Ooh, going off with the charge rifle. Oh, I like that skin, too.
Creeping up.
Up, and then, oh, they're going to hear that. Yeah, you don't want this. You don't want these problems. Woo. Oh, cooking them. Oh my God. Verhulst went off on that team. Oh, he knew if that Gibby climbed up sooner and maybe bubbled and bubble fought that Verhulst, maybe.
Speaking of Valkyrie teams, Furia have been able to find a position on this.
Yeah, this map I feel like Valkyrie's huge, not gonna lie.
That is your map overhead. That's where this zone is going to be going. 100 Thieves have decided, let's set up right in the center, or so they think.
Here, I wanted to copy it. I'll turn it off since the sub goal isn't working anyways, but that's the problem with the Kick API. Hopefully they're going to come out with the public API soon.
I doubt you can get 11 teams alive in there, unless you gave Mauler tried it.
Even so, there's too many angles. Shopify Rebellion, though, the bullying tactic of Crazy Raccoon in forcing them out of this tunnel is now going to give them a real chance. Elsewhere, Go Next. Looks like they're being pressed. But they are having the ability just to hold down this building, and it is an advantage of having the Catalyst here just to slow them.
Pretty sure that they will be safe just about inside of this building for that next zone.
Yep.
Which is why they're desperately trying to hold it at the moment. Having a Catalyst in the composition is going to make that a little bit more simple as well, just being able to reinforce those doors. Madness gets a bird's eye view, but is he going to get a landing that's going to be soft? Yes, he is for now.
Just a little tickle through the sky. Now, Shopify Rebellion. Look at what they have as playable space in front of them, by the way.
And I think I'm going to just get rid of Restream then and just start paying Beam the $4 a month. Why not?
And there are a few areas. Sadly,
like, that's crazy. That's, I mean, third of the price of Restream and doing so much more already than Restream. And Restream's had years.
Look to reset, and they have to Scarper away.
Let's go, y'all.
Falcons now make their play in towards zone as well. Are they going to try and... Oh my gosh, it's the classic hermit crab. Oh no!
Oh yeah, let me test the YouTube chat really quick, even though I think that worked too.
Again, they can get the res, they can get a Newcastle wall down, and that trident will stop.
Oh, YouTube chat might not... Oh, yep, YouTube works too. Who was I yelling at? When? It's Abe. I missed that. I missed that. My bad. I don't... There's no timestamp on that. Who was I yelling at? I don't remember. Who was I yelling at? When? In this stream I was? I've only been live for like 20 minutes on YouTube, so I couldn't have missed it by too long. Who was I yelling at about what? I don't remember yelling in the last 20 minutes. Let's go. When was that? How did I miss that chat too? Who are you yelling at? 909. I was yelling 9 minutes ago?
Hoping he can stay alive as TSM moving on to EXO, Aurora, and Go Next.
I don't remember what the yelling I was doing. Let's go.
The party will take out Furia as well, and now control the eastern side of this zone. It's been surgical from them.
Yeah, so they're adding the option where the chat will disappear after a while, and which here I'll probably just cut this down a little bit then, so it's not blocking as much of the.
As Aurora continue to just slay.
If you present Aurora an opportunity to take a fight, you know full well they're going to be
probably talking about those weirdos from last night.
Is terrifying,
my guess.
Will they be able to get to a final circle again? That's the real question, because these positions are currently being locked down by Liquid Alienware, Shopify Rebellion, and now Guild, by the way, are the next team that's
yeah, probably those weirdos from last night that wanted to threaten, harass me, defame my character.
Aurora looking to try and
probably those guys. That's all I can imagine.
Aurora flying in now. Trade does come in. Newcastle will be able, with a purple knockdown as well, to get Rain back to his feet.
In Newcastle
Jacko will not have the same
Newcastle resident,
opportunity
right?
to do so. Go Next Esports. Yaka last alive. Aurora diving on him, and even though the bubble's there, it's a hungry pack of Aurora Wolves just behind them. Alliance eliminated in the meantime. Go Next have fallen. 7 squads now left.
Now all the teams that are in this zone, they are just watching everyone. Scarpa trying to escape. Dark Veil.
Yeah, we handled them. Light work. Absolute light work. They're lagged again. I don't know if it's my internet or the stream itself. Can I turn this into theater mode? How do you do that? Like F12? Oh, F11? Yeah, full screen mode. There we go. Oh shit.
One last remaining player of 100 Thieves does get away, but C9 take advantage of maybe just a slight bit of hesitation there from 100 Thieves. And now C9 can play the North. 100 Thieves get eliminated, but look at the amount of damage Sheila's doing. It's absolute carnage for Cloud9.
Liquid Alienware are controlling complete space, by the way. Center zone and the southern side. Shopify still in the position we saw them a few moments ago as Guild as a 3. share the northern side of this zone with Cloud9, who are just to their right. We are down to 4 squads.
Worth noting, Team Liquid are playing that Catalyst, and we've mentioned the win rate for Catalyst when you get to the circle. Better than most legends.
Goodbye.
As Cloud9 are eliminated, and these are the 3 squads we expected. Guild, Shopify Rebellion, and Liquid Alienware, the 3 teams that have worked so hard to control this southeast side of the map. Shopify, who forced their way through this tunnel, bullied out Crazy Raccoon, and have just been griefing anyone who arrives in the area. Now will be on the east, but it's Guild on the north, and Liquid Alienware, pretty much dead center, who are trying to take shots onto Shopify now.
Shopify look to move up onto Liquid Alienware. Shopify
Yeah, it has to probably be them.
Bubble as well. It's a little bit of
That's my
desperation.
guess.
Newcastle walled from them, but look at the space now.
Who came into the chat today too? Got sent packing pretty quick. Thinking he's gonna again do anything besides prove he's a lowlife. Admitted to trolling too. Admitted to just being a troll too. Exactly what I said from the get-go.
To be the champion of game number 2 in our winners side of the bracket.
4 in the morning, came without a warning. Everybody's got a place to be.
With a point to prove, trying to lead Guild to victory in this game 2. Slam on top.
Yup, see, you wait till they use that bubble, and then
they do have that chance to maybe drop a dark face. They get a chance to.
Nizzle sending, he's going to get taken down. Was the entry damage enough though? Jesco trying to play behind the knockdown shield. Kurev, pretty healthy at this time as well. They're going to try and stick the res, but that just means it opens the door.
Liquid Alienware, nice job.
Their first victory here on Saturday. Team Liquid Alienware.
He uses in-ear monitors, huh?
What a journey it was for Liquid Alienware.
Let's go.
The stick
What a game. What a game. Holy cow. Yo, let's go. Johnny Wick with the 5 gifted. Oh, I didn't hashtag in the chat anywhere. Hashtags in the chat, y'all. I don't know what happens if I chat on Beam. Oh, we're going to get more chat going.
Now, they look on top of the world.
Very interesting zone, that one as
Let's go.
It was the teams who made the southern wrap away from Barometer. Who were the ones who
Oh, it doesn't connect to the chat that well either. That sucks. The only thing is the chat's a little different now with Beam Stream. They're working on it though. I'm sure they'll get it awesome everywhere. Yo, Shane with the hashtag on Kick. Let's go. That's what's up. Gifted 21, 1 month subscriber. Both them numbers looking good to me. Let's go. Appreciate that.
Barometer is their POI. They drop there all the time.
I appreciate it big time. Let's go, y'all.
But they were so late in the draft. They were 17th with their pick, so they didn't get a chance to play Barometer. They're up at Zoo Station is actually what they were able to take. But they still knew where that circle was going to be heading. Guild, though, did manage to get to that final circle, still put up a great amount of points that they'll be delighted with. They just weren't able to get over the finish line.
Another thing to highlight is KP coming alongside that win as well. Kurev, what an addition he has been. A lot of questions, of course, going to be asked when El Presidente left to join NV. They had to find someone to fill his shoes, and boy, is Kurev doing it. Really has been a shining light for Team Liquid Alienware. 7 kills for him in this game. And the overalls, after 2 games in this series, Aurora still on top. And starting to open a little bit of a gap as well. They got some good KP in that last game.
I think that's what's
Yo,
impressive
hell yeah,
for
appreciate
so
that. Let's go. Johnny Wick, I know, founder, be gifted 451 subs. Let's go. That's got to be the lead by far. Let's go.
If you just let him off the leash and
love to
send
see
him
it.
a team,
Appreciate that big time.
Fear into their eyes. Obviously, they don't know it's Zainu, maybe until they just start getting cracked over and over, and you're like, well, who else could do this? So when you've got players
And we
like
got
that,
Johnny
Shopify
Wick and
Rebellion
Shane on the
are
week
still in
too.
a really good
Appreciate
position,
that.
but sadly, they just got
Hopefully we'll add to that list
Yeah,
as well.
impressive.
Let's
I
go.
mean, Shopify Rebellion, like you say, it was a tough final circle for them. You just wonder if there was an opportunity for them to maybe...
I don't really have anyone I'm going for, Abe. I'm just going for great games and great entertaining, you know, good end games that make people, more people watching and more people appreciate Apex. That obviously helps me because I appreciate Apex. So more people viewing and more people enjoying Apex is good for streamers like me. So that's all I'm really going for. I want to see me in here winning. That'd be the, but you know, so whoever's the best, that's who I hope wins. I wish I had like a team or loyalty to. I don't. I don't. So I guess that's a good thing because I'm just enjoying seeing all the great plays. I love seeing all the Gibby bubbles, Gibby ults. Just loving it. Just loving it. I wish I was in it, man. I feel like I could put up a pretty good fight against some of these guys. My shotgun game's been on point. My Gibby game's on point. We've already clapped like #1 pred, you know, stack teams this season. You know, clapped plenty of preds. I feel like you could definitely put it on them, you know? Could at least do something with the right team. Me with the right team, I think we could definitely do it. That chat in the way of the... Oh, I never... The chat was covering up the screen and I just realized it? What in the hell? What in the hell? How do I get the chat back now? How do I get the chat? Show chat. There. I had it popped out maybe or something, right? Or is it still blocking? No, it isn't now, right? That was weird. So I had that screwed up somehow. I think. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Just thought like some of it wasn't in the screen, but maybe that was just how it was.
The Apex Legends Global Series is a proud partner of the city of Sapporo.
Not even familiar with who that is, Abe. Let's go. Day 4. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone, to the ALGS.
I wish they'd give me one of those chairs, though. Damn.
Herman Miller Gaming is the official chair partner of the ALGS, and Herman Miller Gaming is a proud partner of ALGS. Today's players are competing in the M-Body Gaming Chair. Find out which chair is best for you at HermanMiller.com.
I want one of those bad boys right there.
Gaming. As well as that, our
That'd be
coaches
cool,
are sitting
man.
on the Phantom Gaming Chair with 7 unique colorways. You can try one out at the free play area located on the concourse. And then look at that one. It is beautiful. That's the champion chair, the ones that the winners get, Mark.
That's the ones the winners get? Oh my God.
Absolutely destroyed one of my good friends on that main stage. Poor Graceful. Never mind. He'll live it down one day.
Oh yeah, don't forget, you can watch on Twitch and unlock the drops, y'all. Damn, I keep forgetting that.
Hollow spray. You are the champion, and you can
Shit, did I do that last night? I don't even remember.
Why would you not tune in tomorrow? You got that gold Nessie gun charm ready to be
Yeah, no shit. Fuck, I don't remember if I did or not.
One of the greatest things in all of esports, certainly one of the most exciting.
I hope so.
Be insane, especially as the
I
crowd
better
continues
have
somehow
all
to
the
get
people I
bigger
pull up.
every day. I didn't think there was extra seats, and then I look, and there's just they keep filling
I don't
up.
know if
Any
I
empty
did.
seat that is available just gets taken by someone. Look at it.
Don't tell
It's
me I
just
missed
a wealth
some.
of human beings in front of us here in Sapporo, Japan. Oh my God!
I might have missed one in there. That sucks.
Okay, you take a second.
I might have missed one in there.
Wow.
I've just found what I was talking to a few people the other day, and it's like the wonderful thing about the Apex Legends Global Series is, yeah, everyone has their favorites, right? Everyone who attends these events wants their team to win, but there is a unified appreciation of how good plays are from teams that maybe you're not the biggest fan of, and everybody gets behind them.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Speaking of
that's
which,
what's
big
up.
Plays, all of that kind of stuff. Let's take
Absolutely.
a look at some highlights from game number 2 that we just saw in our winners bracket. Match number 2 certainly did disappoint as Team Liquid Alienware were the winners.
I like the point you make as well. When a Kraber shot's hit, for example, you hear the boom of the Kraber shot, but you hear a louder roar of the crowd just cheering the fact that someone actually hit one. Unlike Dunk on the main stage yesterday when he missed about 10.
That's crazy, man.
Well, he's the only person that he still did better than me. I've got to try and get in somewhere.
We've got to stop picking fights with people that are either bigger than us or are trained in martial arts. This was a really good run though from TSM that they went on. Just a really clean wipe on Green Stego, excuse me. Unfortunately for them, they were thirded almost immediately by a couple of teams around the corner. Team Falcons made a brave play and held off a push from Complexity, where they will be looking to have a conversation with the bamboo tree. I mean,
I think that was a very unfortunate placing of the wall. Let's call a spade a spade. The fight probably would have been very different if they didn't get stuck there. But it really was the hot spot, that area. It was fight after fight after fight until we found ourselves in the final 3 versus 3. Liquid Alienware, they got aggressive. You saw that initial push, the damage was done, and then it was just a matter of cleaning up Jaguares and Kurev, and they did find that victory, and they send themselves up to 2nd in the series standings.
Yeah, really, really.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3,
how quickly the call was
4, 5,
they were like, we have a 2v1, go, try and double up on this one. Gibby, and if we can take
8. 8 unique chatters in the past how long, and he's got 500 viewers. Hey, but he's not view botting though.
Of course, we've got matches 3
Come on.
and 4 to get through.
Somebody else, not X Factor, obviously. We already know he's view bots, so that's each their own. Just they're taking spots out of KCIP that legit people could have that aren't view botting. I don't care how many subs they get. There's a requirement for viewers that they wouldn't hit if they weren't view botting. 100%.
Harm some of the teams that really benefited from their performance on World's Edge. One of those being Team Falcons, which is interesting to say because Team Falcons usually you think of Storm Point. That's where they've always found their success. That's where they were finding their wins. That's in scrims where they were putting up insane numbers. But they currently find themselves in 9th. However, if they are able to go over to World's Edge in a good position, maybe that's where they're going to pick up their points here today.
Yeah, just the same. 500 viewers and only less than 10 unique chatters in how long? So crazy to me how obvious it is. Holy shit.
Stealing away the Trident from Fnatic. Will we see Fnatic come back for vengeance? Because remember, they are
so many of them on Kick.
Lightning Rod and Zoo Station.
Winners round 1 continues.
That's why they do it on Kick and not Twitch, because Twitch doesn't actually will moderate that sometimes. A lot more than Kick does.
And Liquid Alienware, understandably, going to be the people that we're watching on their loot path right at the northern side of things at Zoo Station, which makes their rotation even more impressive to how they were able to win that previous game right down on the southern side of the map by barometer. I mean, as the bird flies, probably about as far away as you could get. Maybe, yeah, if you want to be pedantic about it, you could say that Cenote Cave is a little bit further, but you know, you're splitting hairs at that point.
Definitely are splitting hairs, but zone-wise, at least we're going to be heading somewhere a little bit different. 2 very similar zones previously, but now we're going to be heading to Stormcatcher in the surrounding areas. Great news for Green.
And crazy, a bunch of those view botters, they clearly bought or got a whole bunch of fake followers on Facebook too.
This time, and
it's crazy.
Like this, we are
100 and some thousand followers, but yet somehow that doesn't translate to anywhere else.
But then there's going to be those who
super weird.
Somewhere towards command center
and less than 0.1%
have the buildings around there as well.
Yeah,
retention rate for likes and engagement and stuff. Super weird.
Just to the north of Stormcatcher.
Even though Facebook's hella broken, that's about all they do for everybody these days. But
towards that end game is going to decide who wins the game. Essentially, it's so difficult to fight your way uphill late. So the likes of Fnatic have got a really good opportunity for a good rotation here. You've got VP as well. Liquid Alienware could, you know, if they have a couple of good fights and take control of that northern side, also be in to have a very good game. Just looking at where the exact zone is, though, I wonder if a couple of teams will be tempted by the potential end game that happens just to the kind of in the solo building, so to speak, right in the center of the zone where Green Stego found themselves there. Because sometimes we do see that. It's a little bit rarer, it feels like, but the way I'm looking at it, I'd be a little bit tempted by that.
Sometimes it is just about taking a risk, and especially if you're one of those teams that hasn't had much luck so far in the first 2 games, and maybe your calls haven't been the best. Perhaps it's time to try something a little bit different as Cloud9 are moving in past Cascade Falls. ExoClan, by the way, on the Loba, the only Loba in the lobby, I believe. Can they make it count here? No excuse not to be looted.
Only Loba on the lobby. I'm glad you said that, because that is a tongue twister. Oh my! Swinny finds the opening, finds a Newcastle wall, and he's now desperately just firing round after round to try and get this finished, and it will be ExoClan, thanks to Swinny and the Sheila, who get that first knock, and Ziki is going to have to now be revived.
A lot of advantages to playing Loba ever since her changes, although interestingly not alongside Newcastle, despite the fact you get the upgrades with the bags. It's going to be alongside Gibraltar. It was something that was being tested within scrims. Loba, do you play her with Newcastle? Do you play her with Gibraltar? Certainly is going to allow them to constantly be looted as well, with that black market being able to drop instantly off of spawn, but also regularly throughout the game. I mean, alongside the Nemesis and G7 with the accelerators, you have that black market pretty much every 20 seconds, it feels.
You're certainly not going to be short of heals either. I mean, the unlimited amount of cells you can rip out of that thing now, especially in the support matter. I mean, usually you're going to have 2 of your composition on support, so you're going to be good to go when it comes to heals. Complexity. Good news for them and their fans around the world. No bamboo to be seen at the top of Stormcatcher.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where I'm sure they would have been frustrated, but you just have to push on past it.
If there's any team that can get over it very quickly, I think it'll be Complexity.
Definitely. I mean, only match 2. There's still a lot of points to be gathered, and it's not like Complexity had an early pick in the POI draft as well. They were actually 18th, and they did go for Pylon. Hasn't been able to find them many points just yet, just a couple, in fact.
That's me driving. He is all going to find the first kill here onto Go Next Esports for Team Liquid, who look very, very confident in this lobby. Actually going to be 2 players who get taken down.
Do you know what I find ironic is that Liquid Alienware, the team that really pioneered Rampart into this meta, not even playing it now, say, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to make everyone play Rampart, then we're going to find the counter.
They're playing the long game.
Yeah.
They were trying to time it for champs. The Arca does get away on the Trident for Go Next. Should be able to craft here at Zoo Station.
Oh, Falcons.
Oh.
It's a drive-by.
It is a drive-by.
Let's go,
Lights
y'all.
are hunting them down at the moment, and this isn't the first game. Remember, last game they were also chasing them as well.
I just hit the most violent handbrake turn I've ever seen. No, actually, no. I was going to say, I was surprised the amount of snow we've seen in Sapporo.
Let's go.
Cars sliding about. It's almost as if they're ready for it.
It's actually unbelievable. I mean, it must be well-sorted roads. I know we're going on a bit of a tangent here, but the speed of which people drive in the snow here, as a Brit, I'm so confused by it, but no one's spinning. Maybe that we're just bad drivers, I don't know.
Yep,
Fanatik.
probably.
Side of
Let's
the
go.
building. It's T-Law on the other side of this. Good damage coming in from Leica, but not the knocks that he's looking for. And oh my!
Yeah.
Fanatik eliminated.
Damn.
Jaguar is the only player down. They can reinforce. Newcastle is up as well, so they can get that rest. And Team Liquid's team fighting is looking elite right now.
Fnatic again eliminated by Team Liquid.
Wow.
They're probably just hoping that they don't run into them on their rotation at this
Wowzer.
point, and maybe they'll be happy to see the end of Storm Point. Fnatic go out in 14th position, only 6 points after the first 3 matches. And remember, Fnatic, the team that came into this second.
Also dropping over at Lightning Rod. You got an L-Rod drop with this kind of zone. You're probably thinking, hey, we're in the money here. This is a really good spot for us to try and play, but
Well, I mean, they had
disappointing for
first
them.
pick in the POI draft on this map because Alliance took Skyhook West. Fnatic took Lightning Rod, and they have not been able to capitalize.
Aurora,
What's happening here?
1v1. Definitely not a 1v1. Oh, my.
Oh, what a shot.
He says to him, have you ever tried?
Oh, damn, that's
Well,
disrespectful.
it was a 1v1, but that's mainly
That's
because Aurora was separate, and it looks like they were
disrespectful.
slightly overstepping their boundaries.
Holy cow,
crazy
no
values.
respect, I tell you, no respect.
Now, Team Falcons, they did.
Hey,
take
Hal
another
trimmed
few
up his
pop shots
facial
over
hair, it
towards
looks
Go
like. I
Next,
did
but they'll probably
recommend
continue
that.
their
I
rotation,
did
and they're
recommend
up
that.
At the wall, which is a very
Let's
familiar
go.
position for Imperial Hal. He knows
Yeah.
it very well.
Right? No shit. Yeah, they do have all the cool stuff.
I've
You
just
ain't
got a
kidding.
Sabrina Carpenter reference into a cast in front of.
Very good modern-day reference.
Finisher
for you.
spamming in ALGS is crazy. The disrespect. Chat going off on it. Let's go.
So Falcons
That is crazy. That's a
kind of
little
pushed away
crazy.
Go Next, who obviously kind of in a little bit of a shambles after what happened to them earlier, but they did manage to get all 3 players back up. Elsewhere, we'll take a look at what 100 Thieves plan is going to be. TSM, this is on the eastern side of where this zone is going to be pulling.
Let's go.
It's Noctum Esports now. Are
Done.
Absolutely destroying
Destroyed
Green
them.
Stego. That is a clean wipe, and I'm pretty sure that barely anyone got shot.
No.
Didn't even need
They-
a day for that one.
They
Perfect
straight
from Noctum.
wiped them.
As now Go
Holy
Next
cow.
versus
Uh-oh, here we
E36.
go.
E36 have managed to do the initial
Nice
damage.
PK
Maybe
shots.
fight back from
They make the
Zidane, but it's
PK
not
look
gonna work.
really good.
Well, good
I'd still
damage.
say Mastiff is stronger, but boy, do these
Again,
pros
just not
make
the
it look
focus
good.
fire to get that knock, and now E36 are going to grab the trident and try and move towards the last player who's probably trying to get away.
Oh,
Jacko.
they're done.
Come here,
Jacko.
They will surround and they will
Wow.
finish off. Go
Wow.
17 squads now remain, much to the delight of the audience here in Sapporo. Enter Force 36 up to 11th, 10 points right now. Couple of fights happening.
Oh
on the
shit, I
edge
forgot
here.
to turn
People
this
just
back up. My
meeting in
bad,
their
y'all.
rotations.
I turned it down earlier. I'm like, why is it not that loud?
Differences I've seen from the very top teams
My
to
bad,
some
y'all.
of the more mid-tier teams in this tournament is the top teams avoid the fights at the right times. They don't take them unnecessarily. And Falcons
Try and
being
teach
one of them,
that
they've
to ranked
avoided alliance
players,
so
man.
much to get
Holy
to this position.
shit, like pulling teeth.
And now they might have to take
Smart
a fight.
fights, smart fights, smart fights. Can't teach
Al's trying
that.
to get a little bit closer to his two teammates so that they can
Should be able
play off
to,
each
but a
other's
lot of
damage.
people
They're a
are
little bit split
unwilling
at the
to learn.
moment. Zero's trying to play an off angle himself, but this is just such an awkward fight inside Command Center. There's so many head glitches
Yeah,
that you
so
have to try
many.
and play.
Head peaks. I call them head peaks, not
Waltzy
head
knows he's going to get the
glitches.
banger.
I don't prefer, it's not
Frag
really a
grenade goes
glitch,
down,
it's
and
a
now
head
Falcons
peak.
will not need to be asked twice. They will send it onto Command Center.
A head glitch is more of when it's
trying
like
to
a
send it on
glitch,
top
you know what I mean, where
of
it's
the
like a
northern
weird
side of
place.
Swordcatcher here.
Most of them are just
So
head
both Falcons
peaks.
and Alliance looking to take fights in different places, but Alliance, they're down and
Done.
teams are out.
It's T-Law
Team
again.
Liquid just seem to be unbelievable in their team fighting right now.
Yeah,
as we
they are
rejoin Team Falcons
going
after they've
off.
taken down a couple members of Noctum, and they have won this fight, but Noctum, I think one player escaped.
Team Falcons do win that fight, like you say. Noctum Remix Powers is going to have to slide away. But Team Liquid Alienware, terrifying in those bubble fights at the moment, really do look like
Crafter
a
right
well-oiled
there.
machine. Confidence they would have had, of course, from that BLGS win
doesn't wanna go
just
for that
gives them the
Crafter.
belief that they can play in these high-tier lobbies and not only compete, but also win them.
Dominate a
Now
little
they're going to have to
bit.
potentially deal with a sneaky little VP.
Yeah, I'm not sure Liquid Alienware are aware of Virtus Pro right now.
Yeah.
Zone is
Yeah,
going
the
to continue
face
moving
it
a little bit further
is
north
really
away
cool.
from Stormcatcher,
Yeah.
but it hasn't gone as far north.
I just figure I'll
as
watch
maybe
the
once worried
actual
from some of these
production,
squads,
you
so
know what I
there's
mean?
still
But yeah, if it was
plenty
just
to
me
work with
watching,
in terms of playable
I
space,
know some
especially for
people
a team
keep
like
it up
Complexity,
and then
for example.
we'll do it,
They were
but
holding the top of Stormcatcher
No.
and they'll be able to stay there for quite some time.
Mason, how we doing? I'm putting that name up on the board. Welcome Raiders, hey. All the way up, let's go. No, Miss is in the house, appreciate that. I'll stream. Let's go.
Behind you, speaking of which, look at
Let's
Alienware.
go.
Are they aware of VP's positioning? They were
Dude, I don't have you followed? That
of
seems
round.
weird to me. Why
Just
didn't I
trying to
have
see
you
if guns are going to be
followed?
fired here or if VP are
That's
waiting
weird. Well, I do
with
now.
some trigger discipline.
No, appreciate those
And they
follows.
have been spotted out by the looks
RJGs,
of it.
let's
VP
go.
are gonna give this
I
one up.
swear I should have had you
Yeah,
followed.
VP backing off.
That seems weird. I swear I already followed you.
E36 also, I think they
Oh, okay.
may not have seen what was
I
happening
thought I
down
clicked
here
on the
because
raid,
Noctum
though.
are going to get respawned, and we might see a quick turnaround from E36.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe
And they hear
that's
the dropship
that's
starting
probably
to
why.
arrive. So Noctum,
Let's
even
go.
though
Let
they
me
lost
get that
initial
name up
fight,
on the
are gonna
board
get
with
a
the
second
raid.
chance
Be
at
right
this
back.
lobby.
Oh. Surprise! It's Aurora. Right inside of the building. But Ren doesn't mean too much. It's a 1v1 and Aurora get decimated. Into Force 36 refused to be ran on.
Oh my goodness, it is crazy when you see teams turn around fights like that. Speaking of crazy, here's Crazy Raccoon pushing up on the
Yo,
Shopify
appreciate
Rebellion.
that
Bubbles
big
go
time.
down.
Appreciate
VP
that
got
raid.
guild
Welcome
gone
Raiders.
As well. CR now.
Hope you had a
Looking
great
to force
stream,
their way
man.
into
Playing
the
some
southern side of
Apex.
this.
Love to
Eve
see it.
Rangers
Love
with
to
good
hear
defense,
it.
but Sangyun also with the Peacekeeper in his
Shout out
hand.
to all
He's
the
doing
GXM
equally
fam as
as
well,
much.
I
That's got
believe,
it.
right?
Could be
Yo,
massive.
let's go.
Wait for
First
that
raid of
fuse.
the day.
Wait for
Love
those
to
numbers
see
to
it.
pop up, not in the way you
Love
would
to
have
hear it. If I
wanted.
didn't mention, I'll
And now
mention it
CR
again.
having to force
Hell yeah.
themselves back and retreat.
Let's go.
Probably going to go down though for Koifel,
That's
who was
what's
playing
up,
over
y'all.
the top of that
Appreciate
tree and gets
that.
that knock.
This is
We're
an
mostly
isolated
doing
fight right
ALGS
now,
watching
but
for
Enter
now.
Force
Doing
36
well.
are not far
Appreciate you
away,
having
so you
me.
need to
Jeez,
do
how
this
are all of
fast.
you
If you're
doing?
Shopify Rebellion, they
It's
are still
Fanatik
healthy.
Friday.
They are purples,
All
and
the
they're
way
sent to
up.
Force 36.
Let's go.
Crazy Raccoon also eliminated now at this point in 13th. But Noctum have heard this happening.
We
Out on the
tried
skies
out
into the game, and now a
that's
chance to
why I
maybe
turned it
find
down, 'cause it's
kills.
so loud I start yelling. I don't know how loud I am to y'all, but I start yelling. I feel like I'm getting even louder. We are trying BeamStream.gg today, so I'm now live on 9 different platforms. Ooh, and more probably coming. I can tell you that. There's more coming in. So let's go. That's what's up.
But now they need to work together
Yeah,
with
let's
these
turn that
peaks.
back
There's a
up.
bit of hesitation here.
Yo, I really appreciate that, man. That's what's up. I try. I really do try. We got trolled pretty hard last night, but, you know, we'll handle them. the way we do. Like a Fanatic.
Nothing looks like it can
Put them
stop
in their place
Feels
plenty
like
already.
The roars
Let's
of
go.
the crowd are spurring them on in every single
Y'all
fight
really
we see here.
appreciate
They are
that.
the furthest away
Just
from
giving it
this
all I
zone.
got. Coming
So
in
it's
hot,
even more
staying
imperative
hot.
They were able to find kills when they were presented with them.
coming
So
in
you
hot.
pick up these points because you might not be able to get into that final circle. But with how they've been playing,
Let's go.
I wouldn't put it past them to be able to bully a
Let's
team
go.
out of one of these spots because they can rotate
Yeah,
on that
it's
southern
Fanatic
side,
Friday.
go
We're
underneath
vibing. Still gonna
Stormcatcher,
play some
and
more,
maybe just
probably
work their way
Apex,
towards a
Rocket
team like
League.
100 Thieves.
I gotta finish
Honestly,
Tokyo Extreme Racer
with this
still.
much confidence, just take that bloody fight.
Let's see. Great
Actually
question.
going to shoot out this evac tower. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been a Falcons evac tower.
I think
Or
they might be
maybe
number
Furia
one,
down on the low ground, looking to
right?
get up a little bit higher. Falcons are going to pick up a KP
I
as
could
well.
be wrong,
Zero will
though.
take down Madness from Furia. And now How is lining them up. This is a difficult situation for Furia to find themselves in.
Could be wrong though.
Team Falcons
Yeah,
might
that's
be able to
facts.
ruin
Number one
the
Arena
day for the
Gibby,
teams that
all
are playing
stats,
underneath
all
Stormcatcher as well.
platforms,
Such a good position
and
to be
number
able
one
to
arena damage
grief
on
them with bullets,
PC,
but
any
as a Team
legend.
Liquid just gonna take
There's only
that
one
attention
person that has
away
more
from
than me.
them
He's on
temporarily.
PlayStation. I
Falcons
know him
versus
pretty
Liquid
well,
would be a
and he
very
couldn't
good
even
fight
ever
to
hit
watch
diamond, so
if
no
it does
offense
break
to him.
out.
I'd like to
On.
consider myself number one, but I'm
Let
definitely
some
number
know.
one. Any legend on PC, most damage. Only player to hit 20 million damage or more on PC. Hell yeah, appreciate that.
Pressure maybe on his shoulders in those qualification matches, but
But number
today,
one Arena Gibby, all
maybe
stats,
Zach
all
Crave is going to feel a
platforms.
little bit more comfortable in
Hell
his
yeah,
hands.
appreciate
E36 will
that, y'all.
find somewhere to play.
I just wanted to hit
E36
Predator,
don't have a
Master
trident
even,
to work with.
and that wasn't enough for me. Instead, I'll just be number one in the world, you know? It's got a better ring to it. Let's go. I got a fever. The only cure is more number ones. Let's go.
And they're also having a look over towards Falcons.
Appreciate
Some
that, y'all.
here for E36. They have to output damage. They have to force teams away from them, because if they're not, there's more than likely, if there's a rampart they have to deal with, that wall is going to fall extremely
That's not year
quickly.
4.
Good
Why?
news is Liquid
I don't know how I...
They don't have a rampart, but of course Falcons do on the other side. Both of them were kind of looking at it.
Here we go, bracket stage, winners round in progress. Aurora's number one, sorry. Aurora is number one. Falcons are number 9, so they're still above the cutoff.
Falcons and Liquid are making their
I
move in
still
as
am
well,
yelling
both on
because
the
it's so
tridents by the
loud.
looks of things.
Let me turn it down just a hair. Try not to yell.
He goes down, but we turn our attention
Let
to
me know if the
Falcons now.
audios are too loud, too quiet, anything. I can adjust it on the fly, y'all.
And who else but E36 looking to
Yeah,
win
yeah.
another fight.
Yo, appreciate that. Yup, yup.
How trying to win this one here for Falcons.
Yeah, I always
Not
did
quite
mad
getting
damage,
there.
but the problem was I soloed a lot, so I would, you know, I wouldn't get as many wins. It was all ranked, so I wouldn't get as many wins, maybe not as many kills either, but I'd wail on them harder than anybody. And anybody who knows arenas knows me, that's for sure. All the Preds, anywhere I played on every server in the world, they all know. They know what I do. Even if they don't want to admit it, they know what I do.
The Arcstar doesn't do the damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the bubble's gonna come
Yeah,
up.
I'm the
They're gonna
two-time
come to a
unbanned
full three,
champion of
baby.
Back on your
Apex.
feet, soldier. Let's
And
get
after
back
the
into
first
this
time
game. By the way,
EA
the
said in the
amount of
email,
KP
I
they
have
this
all the
game,
receipts.
if they
We
win
are
this
going to
game, it could
ensure
be a
it never
huge,
happens again. And
huge
what happened?
contributor.
It happened again.
So if they go through to those
And so
match
that second
point
time,
finals,
I pissed off Rickle Saucer, and he's the one who
10
unbanned me.
kills for Enterforce 36 right now.
FaZe?
And if they could just keep
I don't
getting
know if
further
they're
and
in
further into
this
final
one.
circle, I mean, it would be an incredible.
Is that are they in the elimination round, or I don't know? I don't see them, but they could be.
7 squads
They
remaining.
could be.
C9 have just timed that perfectly
Let me go
as well.
teams.
As Exoclan with the team behind them, they've fallen completely.
FaZe.
The team above, they've gone as well.
Yeah, they are in it. They're Group
Now
A.
C9 have to climb,
They were Group
but they will
A.
be
I don't know
safe
if they
inside
made the
that
cut or
next zone with
not.
nobody behind them to
Great
worry
question.
about. Sorcerer just
Great
trying to do a
question.
little bit of scouting here, and E36, if they're not careful, they're not going to be aware of the rap that might be coming from C9. 100 Thieves still alive in this. Liquid Alienware still alive as well, and TSM and GG, the other two teams in this lobby alongside Furia.
Liquid Alienware just kind of posturing up at the moment. A little bit of damage. If they can get a knock, you know they're going to send it. But Enterforce 36, the story of this game, cast your mind back to Split 2 playoffs when they were the laughing stock.
I don't know if maybe they did they not make it?
But now they are jumping on everyone and they're winning those fights.
Yo, hell yeah.
I would not want to be fighting this team right now with how they've been performing so far in this
FaZe,
game.
I believe, is still
The
in
team is
it.
hot, and
I believe
E36
FaZe is
are
still
hot.
in it. They were number 9, so they got to be somewhere.
You don't want to give them any opportunity to peak.
Yeah, yeah, hell
As
yeah.
well,
I actually never have watched Party Dip before. Like, I watched a little bit when I wasn't live, but obviously I'm such a grinder. I've always just streamed playing Apex. But because the Gibby meta, and I've watched, and I did it like what, the first or second day, and it was so exciting. I've been having actually a good time doing it. And since I'm not playing any more ranked the rest of the season, I'm already Masters. I don't want to deal with D-ranking again. Why not? Woo! It's a hit list. Wow, they're going off. But anyways, while I'm talking, yeah, it's just so good that I just can't help but might as well. I'm not playing ranked anymore this split or season. So I just play LTMs and play like duos, no fill, or if I got some homies, I might play a little duo or trio. But yeah, it's damn exciting. Damn exciting.
The space that they have earned. GG inside of this building. Will they have the time to watch this bubble disappear?
And yeah, so obviously working out all the kinks too with streaming now, multi-streaming through BeamStream, which I'm enjoying because it's more platforms, more integrated platforms, and they're updating tons of stuff. So definitely enjoying it. And it's going to be, I've got to cancel Restream still, but it's a third of the price every month. So only $3.95 a month, or there's 3 options to get sponsored. You only have to stream like 4 hours a month or something, whatever, to keep the sponsorship. Like really low requirements. You can restream to 30 platforms for free. You can't beat that. BeamStream is changing the game on multi-streaming, and I'm only 1 day into it. And I'm very happy with it so far.
To do so, TSM used the bubble last, but look at the armor differentials in this endgame. TSM look weak.
Every bubble's been expended.
Which I might end up asking them if I can maybe get sponsored by them.
TSM, the armor disadvantage might have been too much. Another KP goes to E36. 100 Thieves has gone as well. And here come E36. This could be a monster of the game. They win the game. Stand up and appreciate what you have just witnessed here in Sapporo.
Wow, let's go.
It's a win with an insane amount of kills, and in the most incredible way. Push after push. Every time you thought they were down, they got back up, and they hammered the teams that tried to push them.
21 kills.
21 kills for a 33
in the winners
game.
Bracket. We talk about the winners bracket. This exact round has been one of the most difficult lobbies of entire tournaments. E36 have just decimated it.
E36 just went from 7 points, sitting down in the bottom 10.
Let's go.
To now being on 40 points in first place in this lobby. A 33.
It's called BeamStream, B-E-A-M, B as in boy, beamstream.gg. And you can do it free because you can pick a sponsorship when you sign up. You do have to put a credit card in, but they don't charge it. Otherwise, it's only $3.95 a month. So I don't know, pretty awesome. And it's supposedly supposed to pop up some sponsorships during the stream. I don't know if any of y'all noticed that. I picked Logitech G, so I don't know if it's actually popped up or not. I haven't paid enough attention. You guys would have to let me know about that because I'm watching. I'm not watching it on any of those. Here, I was trying to find where I could. I'd have to rewind my YouTube to even see it.
Games that I have seen on Stormpoint from any team. And I feel like at this point I'm pretty qualified to say it because I've casted and watched a lot of
If anything,
Apex
it'll
Legends.
pop some Logitech G up stuff at like the beginning of the stream and maybe during it, it said. So I don't even know if it has yet or not.
Teams tried everything.
But still worth it. Still worth it.
They tried ratting
Okay,
on them.
okay, yeah. Which I'm thinking about just paying them the money anyways because I'm so happy with the product. And for $3.95 a month, fucking better deal than almost any other subscription I'm paying for. Yo, appreciate that. Good looks, y'all.
We're seeing a big change in the teams that are
I got
finding
gyros.
success here.
Mrs. Fanatic made me know them gyro meat kits. Plus, there's chicken gyro meat too. So when I do get hungry, I'm gonna be heating up some gyro action. Gyros for the heroes.
Down a little bit
Let's
further
go.
as well. Team Falcon's an interesting one because they've been in every endgame, it felt like, but just not picking up KP. which is usually kind of their trademark.
Yeah, geez, yeah, this is I believe it's considered winner's bracket. I forget what they call it.
Remember, we've got 5 games to go.
Yeah, winner's round 1.
To decide who's going to be
So
going
there's
through
winners
to those
round, then
finals,
elimination round 2,
through those elimination
and so I
rounds
feel
a
like
little
it's
bit
like a
later
winners
on,
and
but,
losers
I'm just
bracket,
kind of in awe,
and then
honestly,
finals
of what we just saw.
are.
That was, I mean, what do you say? Just,
I don't
just
know
watch
what
it,
time.
Enjoy it. And E36 fans who are here, I think they certainly did.
Yeah,
I
it's
had a
just one of those
website that
games
told
think
you all
we'll
the
look back
times,
on
but
for
now I
years
don't
to come
know.
with the history of Apex Legends, because it
So
could be
4
one that
hours
makes the difference when we look at what
starts
happens
round
going into
2
Sunday as
eliminate,
well.
like
We never
literally
know
like
what will end
like
up for
2
Force 36.
or
Does
3
mean we are now
2:30
moving
in the
to
morning.
World's Edge, though, for maps 4 and
Because they're in
5.
Japan,
Great
so
news
it's
for
really
Alliance,
crazy
who had
with the
number
time
1 pick in
differences.
the draft, and they went for Skyhook West, so a chance for them to catch up.
I got
So
ham and cheese, but we're almost out of bread, so I haven't wanted to waste the last little bit of bread till we get some more. I've been smashing. I got the Black Forest ham. I love just butter on the bread, ham and cheese sandwich. I eat it cold, but I do grilled cheeses sometimes too, but so good. So good.
I'm going to throw it to the desk now.
One of my
because I need to
favorites.
get
Our ham,
you guys'
egg, and
input,
cheese
because it
sandwiches.
is
So
one
good.
of the most ridiculous games I think we've
So
ever
good.
witnessed at LAN, and I'm sure you guys have got an
Let's
incredible
go.
amount of input to have.
I just think good time to do it, right, fellas? I mean, have a game like that. This is the moment.
Yeah,
And
this is
obviously
winner
the
round, then
Force
elimination
playing
round,
with
then
the crowd
technically
going
I believe
high behind him. It's one of those
tomorrow
moments
at
you will
whatever
never
time
not
should
remember
be
if you are a part of
the
the
final
ALGS.
round,
Guys, great call
which will
as
be
well.
technically
Onset
Sunday
and
in
gas, drinks
Japan.
back on the desk. We've got Jamerson, Jayhawk, and I'm joined by the analyst of Team Falcons, Privacy. Welcome back, my friend. We've done a few desk segments together, and I'm happy to say your voice
Here, Shaq
is
News had the best
good
one.
for
They
this
actually
one.
converted it all already. Let me look.
He does so much talking all the time that we always have to tell him, just be ready for this moment. Honestly, what have you seen so far? Falcons 15 points sitting in. What's been your take?
Finals
after these 3
draft
games,
is
friends?
at
My text on my team is like the kind of a play we played a little bit like not how the game should be played. We should have been third beacon like every other team. Team like E36, they played it actually perfectly for this game. They played for a third beacon. They maximize their loot. They do it all the time by playing far from the
Oh, wait,
edge
it
and then
says-
Valk ults. We do
oh,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
similar, but without the
So
Valk
1
ult,
a.m. I believe.
Tridents.
Is that 1 a.m. my
Yeah.
time?
E36 is one of the teams that them and CR is one of the best teams in a bubble fight.
Is that a
You can
2 hour
see even here,
difference?
It's actually surprisingly those type of
I was like confused.
teams nobody knows about them. They are one of the best in a bubble fight.
So
You can see in this
elimination
game,
round
they
2
wiped
should
Aurora,
start
they wiped us,
at,
they wiped
oh,
Liquid,
that's
they
the
wiped
round
West,
POI
and
draft.
all of these
Yeah, it
teams
doesn't start till
win this game.
1:45
for us, it was a
Central
little bit
Time, I
close.
believe.
If we won it, would have been maybe.
And
2-0
then
because
tomorrow,
that
opening
position was
ceremony will
Yeah.
be
they
8:30 Central Standard Time.
These are one of the 2 teams right now in the
So
lobby that they are
9:30
utilizing,
Eastern.
Playing Valk, and they are
Opening
playing it
ceremony,
really
and the
perfectly.
matches start 15
Fury as
minutes
the second
after
team,
that.
They are playing it really, I would say, in a little bit better
So
than
I'll
Fury,
probably be streaming the
I think they are.
finals then tomorrow too,
Let's look
obviously.
at that big win we just
And
talked
probably
about.
go live
Mark
before and play
Tan
some
said it
games
was
for a
one of
while.
the maybe biggest highlights, biggest wins, biggest moments of a single match they have seen
Sure.
in ALGS history. Certainly an amazing time to do it. Jayhawk, I mean, walking
Yeah, it's
through,
been a good
obviously,
ass game.
Privacy is
So
calling one of the best bubble fighting teams.
I got
and their
trolled
domination.
hard
This
by
was a
some
game that
goofy
really set
trolls
Inter
last night, so I
36 up
missed
to
a
get
bunch of
into
the
match
games
point finals.
while I was
Yeah,
talking
here's the
shit
thing, I
back
don't
to
think a
them.
lot of people really
in the
expect
chat on the
this out of
stream.
them, but at the same time, when they
If
get
you really
to
want
win,
to
they
see me going
consistently
off on
made
people, you
finals,
can always
and
watch
this
the
play so far, they've been
VOD.
popping off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
it's
most
gonna
impressive
slap.
to me
This stuff
was
is
the
slapping.
different types of fights that they
So you
were
might
able
mean
to
the
do.
ham and
They
cheese
got
sandwiches
ratted on
too.
against Aurora.
But
They
ham and
won
cheese
that one, like
sandwiches and
Privacy said.
top tier
They had a great
Apex.
fight against Falcons,
Slap
and
it,
they
slap it,
just
slap, 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 slap,
steamrolled
slap.
from there. They absolutely decimated
Yeah,
this
that's
lobby
they're
in a way that
clowns.
we
That's
have
why
not seen
they
in this
just
event so far.
they might get away with
Going
bullying
against
other
Shotfire,
people,
going
but I'm not
against
the one.
Falcons, none
I'm
of
not
this
the
stuff is
one.
easy
And
going
they
against
learned it.
Noctum. Privacy,
That's why I
Synap
came in
was
here
a
with a
player
whole
that
different
Grace
energy
will
today.
mention, thinking,
Hey, did you
might be
call
one of
that
the best
PO?
anchors
Yeah,
in
I
the
called
world.
him, and
Do you
now
agree
I'm
with
doing
that?
a better job than you are.
Actually, one
Because if
of
this is the guy who it is,
everyone
the
from Upper North,
PO was already out of the
nobody
office
from
today.
EMEA
Talked to
knows
his
him well,
supervisor.
but Upper
She's
North
already
often
got
says that he's actually the
it
best,
into the IT
player individually
to get it
that
handled by
he played
Tuesday. The
in the
IT's
last
not coming
year.
back till
Wow.
Tuesday,
He is-
but we're
he
gonna
is
have,
doing really great.
if
His
it's all
numbers are-
true,
his numbers
which
and
I
stats
don't have,
individually are
do not
really
have
great.
confirmation
all
from
the
the
Upper
PO
North
yet.
talks
I'm
about
gonna have the
very
online
Sign up
identifiers
on the map,
added to the
Jamerson. This is,
database that
team
they couldn't do,
performance.
since they want to
Yeah,
talk all
it's
this crazy
hard
shit,
to
accuse,
not expect them to
harass,
carry on with
defame
this
my
momentum. It's
character.
now how
They
is the
talk
lobby
shit
gonna
about me,
respond
my
to
family, my
33
community,
point victory
everything. Like just,
Yeah,
And then today, oh, you can't handle a little trolling? That's not trolling. One, you're shitty at trolling, and you're trolling the wrong one, but it just shows what you are, a piece of spam. You know what I mean?
The board. Only a 40-point
So,
split or somewhere around there between our first place team in Alliance.
Yeah,
all the way
it's
down
more
to
of a
Green
Kick
Stagger.
community
So this
issue,
is an
which a lot of
incredibly
goofies
tight
on
pack.
Kick.
And it was just a
A
standout
lot,
performances
and their
that,
fake view botters
basically,
too, a couple of them.
outshone everyone else.
One of
but
them was a
Enter
major
Force showed
view
that they
botter
hands
in
down were the big dogs.
KCIP
21
off
kills
of view
in a
bot and
lobby
fake
of
and
this
then banned from
caliber
Twitch
is
for
almost
view
unheard
botting.
of.
I'm not
Yeah,
lying, man.
exactly.
There's a lot of
Just
teams
clowns,
that feel
just
active.
absolute
Like, this
clowns.
lobby feels like
And they want to
people
come at me,
came
then
to
hey,
play.
now
I
you
mean,
just
even
exposed
TSM,
yourselves. Now we can
GG,
talk
I'm
about
looking at
what y'all are
100
doing.
Thieves. They seem
Sneaking
live.
and geeking.
Jayhawk, looking
You
at
know
the
what I
standings,
mean?
man. Who's standing out? I feel like everyone is on A game.
Well, that's the thing. I don't.
Yep,
like you
nobody's
just said, I don't
stopping
know
our
if anybody's
vibe. Let's go,
individually
y'all.
standing out. When you look at the
Hell yeah! All the
across
did
all
we
these teams,
mention?
Nothing can stop me. I'm
All the way up. All the way up. Let's go. Let's go.
Into these end games.
What is the success?
Appreciate that, y'all.
The factor that determines success the most right now.
Yeah, I
as we
feel like
head
I need
towards
to
our last one in
go
Storypoint. Is
here.
it going to be how
Let me-
teams handle those E
I
district
want to
maps?
go
Do you
like
think it's going to be the
this
two
and then
world
go like
edge maps
this
when
a
we're
little
only playing
further.
two of those? What do you
Yeah,
think
I
is
need
going
to
to
get
be
me
the
like
difference
where
that
I'm
this
in
whole
the
set
middle.
swings on?
It's
Or-
going to be to A districts
Let's
because
screwing
A
it up.
district depends
There,
on
that's
too
a
much
little
on the
better.
close
Let's
quarters
try
fights,
that.
and that needs a good team structure in the fightings. So many, not every team in the lobby here has a good team structure fights.
Let's
I would
go.
say 10 to 12 teams are. They will stand out. They will just get those points on A district. What's edge?
I clipped
So many
off one
teams,
side of it,
third
not
pick
the other,
was
and
edge
then I'm
because
not
it was a
centered. Bugging me.
two games map. So
Yeah.
when the POI draft happened, everyone just third picked it except for Alliance and TSM. I think they didn't know even that it was a two.
Where's the
two
Battlefield
games.
Lack
thing?
of
I like that.
information in
This
that
in
moment.
Yeah.
A lot
progress.
is happening. In
There
fact,
is,
that POI draft can sometimes set you up for success.
3 games
You wanna join us
completed.
for the one happening today?
We got what?
Okay,
5
all right, we'll have
games
privacy
left.
back for that
8
one as
games
well.
in this
One of the most
winners
impressive
round 1.
things is this region, this passion, the
Yep,
pride
nobody's
that we're
stopping
playing
our
in
vibe.
APAC North. What
Absolutely
would it mean
appreciate
for a
that.
team
That's
from
what's
this
up,
region
y'all.
to raise a championship trophy
Appreciate the raid,
in
y'all
Japan?
hanging out. That's what's up. That's how we. And hopefully one day we'll get that 3 average viewers, and I'll hit affiliate on Twitch. That's one small goal. Also, if y'all want to subscribe, follow on YouTube. That's another goal. Trying to get 500 and 1,000 subs over there and get monetized over there. We got lots, so we're always just taking steps forward. You know, hopefully I'll never be satisfied. So it's always just about giving it all I got every day. Trying not to be too unsatisfied, you know? Let's go. I wish. I wish.
그때는 사실 처음 이겨보는 거라 사실 거의 실감이 안 나가지고 지금 기억도 잘 안 나는데 그래서 이번 4프로에서 한 번 더 들어가지고 그 느낌을 다시 느껴보고 싶습니다.
분명히 이기고 그런 것들은 이제 되게 좋아할 일이고 이제 그거는 맞는데요. 제가 에이펙스를 그래도 대회를 여러 번 했잖아요. 몇 년 동안. 그때마다 항상 그 건파이트가 약하다, 매크로가 별로다, 판단이 별로다. 항상 그게 뭔가 마음속에서 뭔가 증명해야겠다. 약간 이런 마음이 좀 있었던 것 같아요. 그래서 이제 약간 이겼을 때 약간 보여줬잖아. 약간 이런 느낌?
e スポーツの歴史的にも多分ほんの数回しかないこの世界大会開催っていうところで見ると日本で開催される世界大会は自分にとってとても特別なものです。
同じ国の人が頑張ってるっていうのをちゃんと見せれたらなと思います。
やっぱ自分の強さを証明するためのエゴで勝ちます。死ぬ気でやります。
何があっても乗り越えてみせる。やっと戻ってきたこの舞台。
チャンピオンになる気持ちを味わってみたい。
이 자리에 오기 위해 많은 노력을 했습니다. 제가 원하는 건 우승뿐입니다.
How many kills do you want on your way to becoming champions? And with two EMEA powerhouses in front of them, it's APAC North again who stand up.
멋진 모습을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 무조건 이기고 싶습니다.
1, 2, and it's going to be another huge win for Fanatik!
自分たちが世界一になれることを証明したい。
Fate is indeed calling, and I mean, you're looking at that little feature there. It shows how much it means to APAC North. It shows how much it means to have this event here in Sapporo in Japan, and all the teams know it as well. All APAC North teams and players, they want to make this an event that is remembered as having an APAC North winner. It's just, it lines up beautifully. It's such a big moment for everyone.
Well, it was certainly a memorable match 3 on Storm Point from Enter Force 36 that gave something to scream and shout about in this audience here in Sapporo, Japan. But now we move over to World's Edge for match 4.
It looks like a graphics mistake, 21 kills, right? You know what I mean? It's like, is that meant to be 12? No, it was 21. Everyone, talk us through the POI draft though, Dan, because as you can see on your screen, we mentioned Alliance, didn't get Trident, didn't get what they wanted essentially on Storm Point, but here they have Skyhook West, where they have performed so well historically.
Yeah, Alliance picked first. We didn't have another pick on World's Edge until pick number 11, when TSM came in with Climatizer, 100 Thieves followed up with Thermal Station. And that's because we were only seeing World's Edge twice, so not many teams are prioritizing it. And also, the general consensus seems to be throughout pro players and coaches alike, after the big hitters on World's Edge, the big POIs, everything else is kind of just the dregs. And you know, you take what you can have, doesn't really matter because it all feels quite similar. So instead, people are focusing on Storm Point, focusing on E-District, but we'll have to see whether those that did pick early here on World's Edge can pay off. Will TSM find points? Will 100 Thieves or Alliance find points? Even Exoclan went with Harvester and Green Stego with Monument.
Match 4 is live. It's our first look at World's Edge here on Saturday. And the question is, these 3 gentlemen who are dropping over at Dome, by the way, is there any chance they can recreate what they just did in the last game?
I mean, they must be playing with so much confidence now. Every single team fight was going their way. I think the only thing that could slow them down would be an early fight lost, and maybe that would just settle them down a bit and being like, all right, let's not get too overconfident, but also, I mean, that might do them good at the same time. So I have to see how it goes as their looting path continues. By the way, Mozambique, the most dropped weapon so far in this tournament.
No, hell yeah, no worries. Appreciate that, Basin. That's
ammo
what's up.
ready in your backpack, but then very quickly switched out for either a Mastiff, a Peacekeeper, or even an Eva 8.
Well, looking at the zone, we are going over to the west side, a little bit north. Expected it maybe to pull to the north side of Landslide here, maybe towards that drill tower. Likes of Guild, you're going to have a pretty good indication of where it's going. Although I'm trying just to look under those names, see if they have a ring console. Could be.
I like that I can multitask while I'm watching too.
To hit the vault, and that actually
Let's
might
go.
not be the best idea because Exoclan are scarpering through this tunnel right now. You can just see it. And might catch a member off guard here from Guild. It's going to be a good zone for C9. Green Stego as well, landing over at Monument. They're going to have good access to this. And Shopify Rebellion over at Mirage. They're going to be pretty happy to see this.
Pretty similar compositions as well. Still a 25% pick rate for Catalyst. And speaking of the Vault Tunnel that you were mentioning, Exoclan arriving late. And it's already been cracked open.
Yeah, it looks like Guild are going to have a good idea now where the zone is going, because otherwise why would Exoclan be coming this way unless they had a vault key, which is a possibility, but also a small one. Team Liquid Alienware kind of overshadowed. We were talking about how good they were fighting previously, and E36 reminded even us that there's levels to good fighting. There is outstanding elite tier genre defining
Yeah, that's
fights.
cool, Michael. Yeah, that's cool.
There's what
at least it's not like a big negative to you.
Pretty impressive itself.
Over towards Geyser, go next. Vat to retreat back down to Big Mord, where they're just going to have to hope they can craft and get back up to a full 3 once more, as Guild are just going to be setting up comfortably here on the height. 6th place at the moment, 21 points, and you mentioned it while they were fighting in that in the first game, in the last circle, excuse me. Phony with a point to prove. The previous LAN winner that gets dropped from his squad, parted ways if you want to put it nicer, but was able to join Guild. Can he navigate yet another victory here in Sapporo? Still a long way to go, but certainly being 6th place, good chance of getting to that finals lobby.
Just want to touch on the Phony story as well for maybe some people who are watching for the first time. Like you say, was part of the team, Space Station Gaming, that won Split 2 playoffs in Mannheim. then got dropped, then couldn't find a team in North America, so actually completely relocated his life to the other side of the world to find players to play with in order to be a part of the ALGS Championship. So he really has put it all on the line to be here, to prove that point. And I got to say, I couldn't have more respect, you know, the utmost respect for making that dedicated effort and everything that went into it to be here and to prove yourself. I think it's something that everybody should take the hat off to.
Absolutely, not easy to relocate and change your whole life.
Let's
maybe,
go.
just maybe, it will all be worth it come the end of Sunday here in Japan. Now Liquid Alienware moving down out of Geyser. I don't think they're going to be picking up anything here. There was a possibility that Go Next would have already been rotating back and they might have taken another fight. They'll just have another look at Hyaka's death box.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, though. That's just the name of the game. It's all about positioning and early positioning. Otherwise, you're having to move in and you're getting zone camped out by everybody. It's just like playing chess, not checkers. That's all. Just the name of the game. That's why this comp is the comp, because you can hold so well too. You know, you have so many bubbles, domes, or bubbles, shields. All that stuff, you know what I mean?
Ooh. It's just pure brutality from the end of the Peacekeeper of Hackis.
The pinch we just saw from Alliance.
That was nice.
In water surrounding their prey,
wow.
And they came in chomping at the bit, and Virtus Pro eliminated in 20th position. Now, don't get me wrong,
I mean, luck always kind of plays it a little bit, but you know, luck is where opportunity and preparation meet. You know what I mean?
Now they're on World's Edge with
so
arguably the best
you know, you stay prepared, you get the opportunity, and that's where luck. You know, so you still have to have that the preparation and open yourself up for the opportunity, and then that luck comes. You know what I mean?
Makes it more impressive that Alliance did what they did on the group stages as well. The fact that Hackis was really sick. He was really struggling, and
luck, you know, definitely plays a role. Like I always like to quote the late great Jackie Gleason. There's a lot of guys more talented than me. I just got lucky, you know. So I feel like luck's always. But that's why I like the quote of luck is where preparation and opportunity come together. You know what I mean?
E36.
If you're not prepared, you're already out of it.
Try and stay out of their path if I was you, because
then opportunity arises.
On a domination
you just might get lucky.
Through of every team that they seem to come across. In terms of zone, though, we're going to continue to see where
always
this heads
any
up.
given Sunday, kind of like football. You know, you never know who could be the better team at any time. Everybody's so talented. It's almost anyone's game every time, and definitely got to mix a little luck into that pot. 100%.
More traditional end zone, and everyone wanting to be close to where it is, but I mean, you can't play anywhere early. The only place that you really could play maybe is the tower itself, but it looks like Green Stego there, maybe the Vault Tunnel exit, but again, you could get wrapped and forced behind, you're walking into everyone.
Right? I mean, ramparts galore, you're just going to get absolutely destroyed by Sheila. So you have to try and move a little bit later. No Trident to work with to create any indestructible cover either. You can see Furia wrapping on that west side at the moment. 13th position. Do have Valkyrie to reposition later as well. Still only the 2 Valkyries in the lobby, and one of them being E36.
Yeah, Val could be a really good addition, actually, for this kind of zone. Right?
Yep.
You can play it, you don't have to force anything. You can play it late. You can even play the other, you know, the eastern side, the monument side of the mountain range, and then send it in early. Essentially where Noctum Esports are here.
Yeah, he's tough. He's got a very large hitbox, and you know, he's not a movement legend. He was the worst. He was the last legend I unlocked the 250,000 battle pass points in season 1 to unlock one of the rarest badges. And I hated him the most, but I just grew to love how people play against him. And the better you play with him, the better he is, you know? It just makes you a smarter player just because you have to be.
Loba as well, so they're going to have a black market potentially.
Yeah, she's not meta right now, unfortunately.
Someone else might have left one there, but Guild.
There's just better, stronger players to play than her.
Now it's EXO playing the Loba, but they might have used the Loba.
But you know, you can still have fun with her for sure. They just nerfed her a little too much where she's not.
You just come across, you're like, oh,
no, but they might keep buffing them, you know, to where she might be more useful.
Landslide you usually leave with a
a toothpick and a paperclip.
Pretty much. TSM on the top of Grandma's.
Keep forgetting to open TikTok
Just
back
watching
up.
their
Oh,
backs
it
to the
ended
map
my
from Skyhook
TikTok
at the moment. One
again.
team who's still in
Let's
Skyhook
go
is
live
gonna
on
be
TikTok
Aurora.
for the
They're
third
making themselves nice and
time.
cozy with the zone, as they're more than frequently used to doing. It's going to be an evac tower from Go Next, though, from inside of Monument side. A fragment all the way maybe towards the train tunnel, where Falcons and Guild are waiting on the other side in landslide.
A lot of teams staying far away from each other at the moment. As I say that, Liquid Alienware, of course. Who else would be trying to take a fight? I think it's Noctum that are on the other side of this.
Yeah, they could. I mean, if they do it right, they probably could.
To surpass Liquid Alienware.
I mean, just to give people like maybe they could do it where it upgrades your shield a little more for every for certain kill streaks. Like maybe you get like a multiplier on upgrading shield. Like hard to say.
Goes Burr.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Like, yeah, you're talking about cosmetics from it. That would be super cool, actually. Yeah, cosmetics that up. Because they kind of have that. Like if you know, like the wingman, there's wingman skins. For more kills, it gets more activated. So they do kind of have that.
The minigun was even used.
I forget what the numbers are on them, but they do have some skins that are like that.
There's a mythic bid which is spawning right next to them as well.
So I know I have a wingman skin that does that.
Extending to try and get that themselves, but certainly is going to be available. Reps is having.
There's definitely not enough of them, and they definitely, I think, could do more of it and better. But yeah, I know there's a few skins that do that.
It's like wrapped around the corner.
I believe they have to be the reactive ones, I want to say, or something like that.
That's why it's so desperate to force them away, because if they can get it, it's all red armors for TSM, and then they have that walk in on the quieter side, so to speak. I mean, you could see how important it is, but just as they probably thought we'd force Green Stagger away, here comes Aurora.
Yeah, that's probably the worst team you want to come across when the mythic bin is there. And
they are bumping heads.
They are
is that what
both
it
on
is?
top of that
Okay.
mythic bin. And I'm sure we'll be
I
joining
know
that
my
interaction
wingman
shortly,
does
but
it.
Green Stego now coming back to have a look at it as well.
E36, by the way.
And I think my flatline skin.
Oh, this northeast
Yeah.
will get
Sharks
horrible.
in the water. Team Liquid being forced
Okay,
away.
yeah, I got you.
Strong. Minigun in his hand.
Yeah, that's probably what I have then.
Gibby going to go down. I think they've given up on the mythic bin because they're going to worry about Liquid.
I think Aurora were able to gain that mythic bin, and that's why they're not pushing up on this, because they were more than happy to grab it. But if time goes by and TSM take too much damage, Aurora might take a second look, as Enter Force 36, by the way, are rotating north. They're not going to be moving in on the area of TSM.
I think it was a Valkyrie coming in from
Nice,
36.
7 shots.
Kraber in the hands of 9 Impulse, so TSM probably ruining the fact they didn't get that mythic bin now because of the fact that it's not just the red Evos they missed out on.
And they really like using the Kravers.
It's the best gun in the game. Neo's always been caught out here. He's 1 HP.
1 HP.
Literal 1. But still alive for now.
That's crazy. They left him alive.
TSM starting to get a little bit aggressive here. Maybe starting to worry that Aurora will be breathing down their necks if they do not do that, as the Dark Veil comes down and Liquid have taken a lot of damage. TSM really want to send this.
So they have to send this. There's only 5 seconds left on this zone. Reps locks on, hits strongly with the Mastiff. TSM certainly in control of this fight. It's a 2v1, but Jaguaris is up on the height. Makes it a 1v1, but there is Reps. Liquid Alienware will be eliminated. TSM not going to be able to reset comfortably, because here come Aurora. Bubble goes down though. The bubble is massive. It should buy enough time for at least a couple of cells to be popped.
Pop the Mirage ult and start to give them the wiggles. See if you can get some bamboozles on the go.
Hopefully that's
Aurora, the
TSM ult.
Mirage has 9 Impulse now. Will back off to join the rest of the squad behind this wall.
Don't have a Newcastle wall to counter slam here either, so this is looking like a pretty comfortable fight here for Aurora. TSM just kind of the pieces left over from that previous fight.
Hey, good 3P there
it's
on
Aurora
TSM.
who have a pretty comfortable job. Now they have to walk their way in though.
Yeah. They still go. Oh yeah, it is different now. What is it? This season they changed it, right? I think.
If they can
or maybe last season
comfortably reset
yeah.
position with the Newcastle
no, there's 8 games in this.
Really
8 games. Where this is game 4, I believe.
At the moment, it is just a
after this, when this game is over, we'll be halfway through this winners round.
And even though Kajak was taking down that little rock that they were playing.
Boom! Headshot!
Who's next?
Remix Powers.
Who's next?
Gets his facial features remixed. Oh, it's 140 on the tower as well. 9
Everybody loves the
Most
Kraber.
importantly, he
Kraber gives the flavor. No, they didn't have that chance. They had to use too much stuff and not full health. And they had zone coming into their back.
And now
stuff.
there is a real threat in this lobby of Aurora holding this position with a Kraber.
Yeah, this spot is so good towards the end game as well. It's one of the places outside of the huge tower that, by the way, E36 are on top of now. The drill tower probably Valcoited onto that. We didn't quite catch that one. But Aurora looking outwards are going to be able to pick up so many kills. I mean, you look at what they've got. Red armors, they've got the Kraber, Gold, Eva, literally fully kitted. Aurora could be on for some KP, a big point game.
Well, Fnatic have not been able to get going so far here in the winners bracket, but maybe this could be the game that changes. Let's jump into
17 squads.
check out Fnatic.
They always listen to these guys. Who? I wish they had a translator, man. I know what that was. That means like, yeah, I'm not sure. That I understood. Oh boy, this is nuts. I don't know what that means. No, they're fucked. They're fucked. Doma. They said dome a bunch. Yeah. I love it. But it would. It's a love-hate relationship. Competing in anything is a love-hate thing. I feel like
just to protect that space that they have under the
you love it, so you do it, but the losses and the grind, there's so many things that you can hate about it, but who doesn't love to be a winner? Winners win. Doesn't matter how many L's you take. Winners always want to keep winning. Kind of like fighters, how they never want to retire. Because you always think you can win again. You got more in the tank.
Complexity ascended it, but that just means that as the catwall falls, the curtain falls as well, and it's going to be Alliance who enter from stage left. Clear white for them. Complexity gone, C9 gone, and Alliance pick up some KP.
Yeah, I think Alliance will be happy to now own a lot of this
shots.
real estate on the western side, but there is still Shopify Rebellion just below them. Fury are currently amidst a real troublesome scenario as well.
Oh, nice
nade.
Get
eliminated. Shopify Rebellion survived.
Alliance though, as well, if I wasn't mistaken. Unlucky. Good damage again with that Mastiff. Trying to play around the bubble. Effect's going to get that first knock on the quick.
And Alliance should be able to clean this up comfortably, but
oh, he's dragging.
If anyone can do it, is it two?
Dragging.
You never really know. It's now GS, Green Stego. They were forced away from that position, and they have wrapped round on this northern side. And Shopify Rebellion back up.
Big slam, but
and a counter slam. Yep.
And even though Alliance
are
still on their feet.
Eva, 2 weeks. 2 weak there.
Green Stego try and take this battle against Alliance. Looking for the armor swap is going to be Ziki. Asia trying to fly in, has to go through the catwall, has to deal with the knockdown. And Effector unlucky, they're coming back with some more, but they get absolutely destroyed in GFX. And there he is once more, that man who just knows how to win those fights.
Wow.
He's going to have to go up against 3 of Shopify Rebellion who were able to reset whilst Green Stego did push up on them. But now, Shopify Rebellion also looking towards GG. Koifo has been insane so far this tournament. He was the kill leader coming into today's action as Alliance get eliminated.
That's crazy.
Shopify Rebellion been in some great spots so far in these games we've had, but just
yeah, it takes a lot of, you know, a lot of sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice to get that good and stay that good.
Don't want to stand still if you're a Gibby.
Takes some money too, to be honest. That's why a lot of it's a young man's game. You know, when you got to be working and caring about other shit and getting stressed out about other shit, it's hard to be at the top of your game. You know, but young guys they ain't taking enough L's in life to even have to worry about that shit.
To what we saw in that last game. This time it's been about the spot they found, holding it for the long game and looking to execute late. 5 squads now remain in this lobby, and you can see them all on your screen.
And now a final circle like this, for a team like ExoClan, for example, this is where you need to be picking up points. This could be your opportunity to find a chance to be in that grand final. If you allow opportunities like this to slip through your fingers, you have to ask, will you get another chance at it? As Aurora just slowly moving on the southeast. And I love this final circle. We've had so many historic moments happen here throughout ALGS. You think back to what
I wish I could get 2 quality, like-minded players to at least make an attempt to get farther into it, you know?
To do what he did once.
Tigger. Winnie the Pooh. Let's go.
The last couple of bullets from that Kraber. Swapped it out. He's now running double shotgun. He's got an
Oh,
Evo
they
and
got
he's
some
got a
shields
Peacekeeper.
down. That's
Two
smart.
Valkyries in the lobby, 2 Valkyries in the final circle. Definitely worth noting here, and something that I'm sure the rest of the lobby is going to be keeping an eye on
Yep.
as we progress through this tournament.
Valk
with
is strong. I've
composition
been saying
changes
that too.
and what
Rampart and
benefits
Valk I've
you
been
on
saying for a
certain
long
maps.
time.
E36 are going to be
Very
at the very
slept
tippy
on.
top. Knocked him just below them. and everyone else is
E36.
skirting these
E36.
rocks,
Not really
using
familiar
anything they
with
can
them.
find
but
for coverage here so that they don't get
they
shot
got
by
the
E36.
positions.
I mean, E36 in a
There
great
is the
position,
Valk
but winning
squad,
the game
though.
from the top of the tower sometimes
They can be tough.
a little bit difficult because you have to drop at some point. And we always talk
Been
about
there
if you
this
drop from
season
height,
where
you're
they,
gonna be
my
stunned,
teammates
not
dropped
done
and we ended up
to fight
losing.
almost immediately.
Sucked.
Other option, they could go up.
Yeah, they
Do have a
should.
skyward dive. Just gives you that extra little bit of time if you need it for everyone else to start looking at each other. We had our first ever Mirage win on LAN, according to Aurora, so far this tournament. Could we be witnessing another?
Oh, 9 Impulse is going to try and give E36 a few cooking lessons here. He throws a couple of thermites. He's got a third one in the back pocket as well, and he's certainly going to be singeing at the hairs, maybe not quite burning at the flesh. Aurora now going to try and climb up.
Oh, I love
Oh, that is smart.
E36 can't do anything about
That
this.
is smart. I forgot about that even.
Oh, Aurora going to avoid so much damage by holding this position as well.
Wow.
It's going to force
Good
some of those low-ground
move.
players to take a battle against one another.
Holy.
No one wants to take the first fight right now. Everyone trying to avoid this damage.
The zone pulls closest to EXO. Everyone else might have to move first. Aurora, second place in the overalls at the moment. Already won a game. A little bit earlier on store point as Furia now will be one of
here
the
they
first
go.
teams who are forced to engage. E36 now have to drop. And with the way they were fighting the previous game, it wouldn't surprise you if they managed to clutch it out. But here, up in the skies, you can hear
Still
the
got-
Krieg lyrics as Aimbot says, I can take you higher. Drops into the final circle.
No. Holy cow, Aurora again. Second win out of 2 wins out of 4 games.
It's another LAN victory for Mirage. It's another win for Aurora.
They are fucking playing, man.
As they get 1 foot in the door to this grand final here at the ALGS Championship, as they push themselves back up to that #1 spot. They are on 56 points now, which I have to imagine, Onset, with how these points have been sponged up by teams right now, should be enough to get them in the grand final already. What an interesting final circle it was, trying to navigate your way around the drill tower, but Aurora played it perfectly, able to get on that second floor.
They got on the
avoid
second
commotion
floor.
down low,
What
and then
a
joining
play.
just at the right time.
What a
Incredible
freaking
stuff from Aurora.
play.
Seriously, I mean, the first
That's top
couple of
tier,
games we've seen
top
from them
tier
both,
playing,
well,
end
this first
game
couple of wins
playing
that we've
right
seen from
there.
them today, everyone
Holy
has been
cow.
expertly navigated. And it's a couple of moments you always look back on, right? The fact that they cleared out the eastern side of that zone,
Wow.
where TSM were, where Team Liquid Alienware
Yeah.
were, and I think the timing that they got on that mythic bin as well to give
Yeah,
them
they
those
got
red
the
armors,
mythic bin.
really
That's huge.
important, because the Kraber that also popped up out the back of that kept them alive. The shots, remember, that 9
Wow.
Impulse hit as they were trying to rotate in
Wowzer.
from that little ridge line.
Yeah, hell
was what
yeah,
kept them
Brett.
alive and managed to let them reset the wall back
Exactly.
in
What in the world are they
Really,
saying?
really
That's
well done from Aurora.
like, hey,
12
let's like
points
what
for
shouldn't.
placements, 10 kills is going to give them the
I
10
mean, I'm not
points,
saying
22
America has
points
the
in the
most
bag. And like you
viewership,
say,
but
they
it's
got
like
one
every
foot in the
time I hear him
finals.
going
And
into
of
the
course,
audio,
36
it's like
also
people
may
I can't
have 1 foot in the
understand.
finals as well. A second place finish, no
I'm just
kills,
saying, can
but
we
9
drop
points
in
the
on
board,
some
job
audio of
done.
a
They
team that might
utilize
understand the
Valkyrie, skyward
comms?
dive, they get on
I
top
don't
of
know
the drill
why they
tower,
don't get
and then
translators
also
too.
use Valkyrie in that
Just have
final
somebody
circle
like
just to stay out
translating
of all the
live.
madness
Like, come
and
on.
play for second place. Whilst, yes, okay,
Fucking
you're not gonna
Google
get points in the
AI,
first
somebody
place
can't
and have
just
the big game, but
translate
they've
that
done
and put that
already.
on the
Yeah.
screen?
You need another one. They say, Aurora, you can have another one. We will just take second for now.
It's always felt decent of them. They were like, do you know what? We got a lot of kills in the last game. You guys have a
Yeah,
go.
I'd
We don't
hope
need
so,
anything to
man.
play the game. Aurora, top of the series.
Yeah,
As
end
you can
zones
see
are
in our
nuts.
series
That's a
results
crazy
in
end zone.
winners
I've had
round
that
one.
one.
56
It is nuts.
points for them already inside 4 games as we hit the halfway point.
And look, they weren't
And
even on
36,
top and
like
they
you
won.
mentioned,
They,
just behind
but
them
I
at
forgot they
49,
can take
but
that
I
middle
always have
ground
to
like
look
that. That was
who's holding
insane
down 10th
smart.
spot. And what is the chasing pack behind that? Because the top
And
10
especially
are the
having a
ones that
Gibby
qualify
and a
for the
Newcastle where you have a lot of
match
shields
point
to
finals.
use.
Exoclan at the moment
Insane.
just
And they have a
about
Mirage,
holding
like
on
crazy.
level on points with Gaming Gladiators.
And whilst it doesn't always work out this
And
way,
got to
but when you're
remember, if they get top
halfway through, you look at
position,
how many
that
points
means
have
they
been
get
accumulated
first
at the
pick
halfway
for
spot. It
what
was 20,
POI they
so
want
that
for
would give you
tomorrow.
an initial number
That's
of maybe
insane.
40 being the cutoff. Of course, it doesn't always work like that, but that is an easy way to try.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah.
yourself in a high
You
tier
can.
of where it
You can
may
literally
be.
climb up
Some of
and
the bigger
and do
teams
that.
are down in that bottom 10 though.
It's
so
just,
a
it's
little
only
bit worrying
useful
already. This
for
is
an
when the
end game
nerves start kicking in.
situation
Yeah, it
just like
certainly has
that.
been an
It's not
incredible
useful
first
any
four
other
games.
time in
It's
the
been
game to even
really
climb up on
interesting
that
to see
middle
some of the end
part.
zones that we've had to experience as well. Some of them a little bit built up, but quite a lot of open ones.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and I think
So
there's a
it's
lot
just
to take
crazy
away,
that it happened to be
from
that
those
ending,
first
and
four
then
games. Of
it's
course,
that
we've still got some
useful.
stuff to go. We've still got
Super
some
smart play
matches
by
to
them
come.
though.
4 of them as we hit
Holy
the halfway
cow.
point. Don't go anywhere. We've got 4 more matches coming your way in just a few moments.
Oh, so he just does in-ear monitors and then has the microphone just sitting down there, the headphones or something, it looks like. So that way they can still probably hear his voice. Dude said, right, dude in the chat, bro living in the 70s. The dude with the glasses and the Afghan thing. Yeah, that's a cool zone. The end zones are just so awesome in this. Is that Hal? No. Oh, it's okay. Humbert Labs. I can't remember. Is that northwest? Southeast? See, I got it opposite. I was gonna say southeast too. Couldn't remember.
Battle Beaver, the official controller of the Apex
Damn, we're
Legends
talking
Global
shit about
Series.
people's age in chat. He said, who do you say? Snipe is like 35. Give him a break, LOL. Of course he's washed. And they said, Snipe, or somebody else they said. That's why I respect reps for still playing at a high level in his 30s. Those young cats, I feel like they just think people fall off way young. Who's falling off in their 30s? Like almost every sport, you're in your prime in your 30s. I don't know where they get their information from, but damn near every sport, you're in your prime in your 30s. Now, yeah, when you're getting mid 40s, late 40s, yeah, that's probably when you're gonna start falling off. I don't feel like I'm falling off yet. I feel like I might get there. You know, it's more like all the mental tolls that life takes on you that make you fall off than anything. That's all I feel like. I feel like when you're younger, you can take the mental hits better than getting older and still getting fucked over all the time, you know? That's a lot tougher. More people you love dying, more shit like that. Yeah, I am. Here, I could probably give you the leaderboard. Here. Game 4, group standings. Aurora's still on top. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess. I just feel like if you work on things like your hand-eye coordination and stuff like that, I mean, I know it does fall off a little bit, but I feel like the wisdom you gain takes over for that, though.
Graceful in
But I could be
Daiwa House
wrong.
here in Sapporo,
Fanatics
Japan,
in 18th.
for the ALGS Championships, the biggest ALGS Championships
Falcons,
the world has
14th.
ever seen. And if you've been watching since this morning, you've seen an incredible show go down, not just actually in
That's
Apex
the
Legends,
overall.
but even before that, when we
No,
had
you can't.
Sim
Nobody
performing
can.
the first.
Nobody
very
can beat the
first
clock,
anthem
100%.
of the Apex Legends
There is some
Championships.
anti-aging stuff, like the guy that does the Blueprint project. He's got an open source, whatever Blueprint that tells you all the anti-aging stuff he does.
Seeing these early series was great.
Like
All
the
this
red light
pop-up was our
therapy
biggest
and
kill game in
like the
entire,
proper
tournament
sleep,
so far.
eating,
Because
all
other teams
this.
outside of the ones that everybody
Yeah, hell
was
yeah,
kind of
Michael,
assuming
that's
would
what's
do
up.
really good. Enter 36.
Interforce 36 looked like a very different team than we saw in the group stage.
That's
And I
the
say that not
game
because they were
stages.
poor in the group stage by any means.
That's
but
the group
because they
standings
weren't
there.
that
Aurora won.
dominant. In fact,
E36
I was actually looking
second.
at teams
Liquid
like
Alienware
today
third.
to wonder whether or not they would be continuing the group stage monstrosities that they
TSM,
became
Alliance,
during that time.
Shopify
But
Rebellion,
instead,
100
we're starting
Thieves,
to
Guild,
find
Cloud9,
other squads that are
XO.
stepping
Top
things
10 right
up.
now.
And in winners round 1, I'd say there's
No,
more
they're
important
6th
time
place.
to do
They're in
so,
6th place right now.
because for many teams, this can be the last time that
29
you play before
points, so
finals
not
on
too
Sunday.
bad. Not
Yeah,
too
most
bad.
definitely.
Definitely
And,
need to keep it up, though.
Like I said before as well,
Definitely
and I
need to
think
keep
about
it up.
on the desk that sign up for me has
Good
been
call on
my
pulling up the
MVP
standings.
So far, and seeing not only team step
So
up,
y'all
but
can see
individual
it.
players stand out from the crowd, because a lot of
Yeah,
the time,
Liquid's
we
in
tend to
third,
talk
so
about the team
they've
as
been
its
kicking some
whole,
ass. So
but when we see individuals step out and do things for the team, and it's not always, a lot of the time it's almost always the fragger in a sense, because that's the most flashy, I would say, role. But now seeing Synap, you know, kind of playing the mid, like in the middle, and also anchoring a lot of the time, doing such a wonderful job, has just had me breathless backstage.
Yeah, there's been a lot of space for different skill expression in this meta, especially
Yeah.
with Newcastle.
That's why I like this meta.
We've talked about
Newcastle
it's just quite a bit.
There's
the
so many different
flexibility
ways
of
to
that
be
legend has led to a lot
awesome.
of different roles being taken on within a team. For example, Newcastle, of course, you want to be the last person to go down, so they
I
can
swear,
pick
it must be
everybody
kind of
back
cold
up.
in there.
But
Oh yeah, there is
you
snowing
also
outside and
so
shit. I feel like it's fairly cold in there because a lot of people have
being
jackets,
that
hand
very
warmers.
aggressive player that has
That
to
dude's
take
sweating
the
his
front and
ass
center of
off.
a fight because they're opening things up now
he
with the
sick?
castle wall.
Yeah, and the coolest thing in regards to role is that due to the fact that it's double support meta, you know, and triple support in rank.
Oh
is that
yeah,
although we've
shit! I
had
gotta
the
check my
finals
Amazon
before as a
order
frontliner,
when
as
that
the
shit's
anchor,
coming in.
Now in this meta, it's kind of like
I got Cloud
sure,
3's
Newcastle
coming,
will go on
y'all.
last because he
Got
can
him for a
actually
really
press
good
while
price,
still
so
participating-ish in the fight, but you're kind of like interchanging roles all the time, and that's so interesting to see because hey, normally it's just the
oh, the
frontline going in,
stable
but
was
they're low, you
delivered
step
today.
up
I
a little
ordered
bit.
stable
But
too
now
because
it's
I got to
actually
throw
like,
it in
no,
some of
I
my
will
cars
use
and
the
shit
first
that have been
shotgun
sitting
shot
for a while,
you,
so the
you step in
gas
for
doesn't
me,
get any
and then we
worse than
keep
it already
rolling, so
is.
that you keep trading damage in between all of your
The rest
teammates
coming
rather than
tomorrow.
just having one guy taking all the pressure. Now it's just like you're
I
getting
got a
triple
smart
swung by triple
car
massive
charger
and
coming because I
and then,
have
like,
to.
a random shield
Yeah,
comes
hell
out of
yeah,
nowhere,
Brett.
and then, like,
Yeah,
somebody
me
goes
too,
out and they
man.
get dressed, everybody starts
They'll be here
healing.
tomorrow.
It's chaotic in a good way because it's very entertaining.
I had to get the
watch.
stable
It
gas
might be a
stuff
little
so I
bit
can
hard to tell in
put
all
some
of
in
the
the
fights
different
exactly what's
cars
happening,
that I
especially when there's
haven't
four
had
bubble on the
time to
screen.
fix or haven't
But,
wanted
like,
to or can't
nonetheless,
find the parts.
I don't think we can
Wonk,
dispute it. It's
wonk,
very
wonk.
entertaining.
You know,
So,
speaking of
and I want
Sheila,
to put it in
even Rampart play
the
has evolved
snowblower
pretty
as well because I
significantly,
haven't
which is
even had to
weird
use
'cause
it
in
this
this
year.
meta,
So I want to
Rampart
get it in
is
the
actually pretty
snowblower too.
one-dimensional.
So that
She's
gas
there to
doesn't
do a
go
very
bad, and I'll probably
specific
start
thing.
it up once
But at the
too.
start of the tournament, I mean, we were
Timmy!
seeing Ramparts
That kid
just
always
blow
looks like
through
he's 12
people
years
with
old.
Sheila
How old is
all
he?
the time. It was every team fight
Finger
was
hearts.
a clip of
How old is
somebody
Timmy
with
now?
the Sheila, specifically Verhulst and Koifel, who have been going wild.
24 years old. Oh, fucker, you look like you're 12. Let's go. Yeah, he's a beast. I tell this story often, Michael Tudo, but when I was soloing ranked, I got squatted up with him and his duo. I don't remember if it was Designful or who. Might have been. But 3 out of 5 games. 3 out of 5 games. 2 of them I think were in a row. I got squatted up with Timmy. And the first game we were going ham, but we got like 4P, 5P, and we went out like 15th place. We won one, and the second one, I was the last one left alive, and I couldn't quite clutch it. I was so pissed, and we got second place. Super fun. I wish I would have had it clipped and all that. Super awesome.
The sky is the ceiling.
Yeah, I could barely keep up with them.
Be reaching that ceiling mighty soon.
Way back in the day, like first couple seasons when Octane first came out or whatever, I used to play him just to keep up with, because I've had the opportunity to play with some really good players. I played with the Top Mirage for a while in seasons 1 and 2, before I was even a streamer. And so a lot of that shit kind of helped me build the mindset, the winning mindset, you know?
It's growing on me. It's growing
Just got lucky again, luck, getting to play because I would look for LFGs, or you know, you get random with some really good players, and since I'm always had such a team player mindset, they, you know what I mean, they would just keep playing with me.
Feels great.
I mean, I've really been enjoying my own time on E-District, and what's really stood out to me.
Yeah,
is
I've
the
been
way
enjoying.
that our
I've been
pro
enjoying
players
E-District
are
as well.
able to make use of the map. We are starting off this 4th match. Remember, our final time on World's Edge for these teams. For some of them,
Yo, LFA, let's go. How we
World's
doing,
Edge
brother?
Before they see each other on Sunday.
Yeah. Indeed.
I'm pretty sure I have you pulled up
I
somewhere.
think that we're gonna see a couple of teams bounce up and down.
I don't
due
know
to the
where
fact
because I have
that,
so
you know,
many tabs and so much
sure,
shit
the
going.
last game was,
How was the stream? I know I saw you playing some Apex. How was
the
it?
board with points, it's kind of even actually in this series, but I think now that we're getting to this point in the tournament, it's the same thing I said yesterday. Once you hit that close to the 6 games match, everybody gets tensed up, everybody gets stressed. You start throwing Hail Marys for something to stick. And even yesterday, we saw tiebreakers.
Yeah, you're gonna see some more Hail Marys coming up
Team
now.
Burger just made it into top 10. I think everybody, it's gonna be ecstatic.
And there are teams that are really adapting to the pressure, maybe to the change of quality in these lobbies as well.
There's all my
Aurora
tabs.
really standing out, of course, but statistically even, it's backed up. Aurora have been looking really good in terms of damage differential, from negative 7,000 damage dealt.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like getting Rocket League, now having Tokyo Extreme Racer. Like me and Dare Bear were doing what yesterday or whatever, playing some Apex, playing some Rocket League, back to Apex. Like it really helps you enjoy it all more, honestly. You're not having to run so long, you get pissed. Yeah, hell yeah, I follow him on Twitter. Played against him a bit, quite a bit. Played against about everybody. Played with a lot of them and played against all of them.
Close to them.
Hell
TSM
yeah.
over at Climatize are going to have an easy rotation as well. Alliance.
But yeah, I do enjoy switching up a lot more now. Now, if I'm on the grind, like rank grind, I can go mad hours Apex, don't get me wrong. But like if I'm not trying to rank grind, I like switching it up. Or if I'm having a solo or duo, you know, ranked, for sure. If I'm squad up with a killer squad, I like just to keep running it and running it.
Always fight teams on
Especially
the
if you're
choke.
gaining.
You know, the choke has slopes on 2 ways, so you can't really tell if somebody's trailing you behind you, and then you don't know if somebody's in the opposite choke right next to you, which they could just reap in a fight if you do end up, you know, going for a fight. And it's just something you have to be aware of. It seems like both teams are aware that they're saying, hey, if we fought immediately, things might have been different. This one is taking too long. If we stay here, we're bound to get hit by somebody who's doing their macro right now. They both disengage, and awareness, I like that.
And Liquid Alienware specifically are a very dangerous team to be running up against in this winners round 1. They've adapted in such a way that their mid-game rotations, or early game rotations I should say, have become so much more deadly than they were during the group stage. We used to see this squad sort of playing with everybody else, pretty quiet, pretty small.
Stopping by everybody got tabbed up.
Until the late game where they'd eventually either do or die. And at this point, they're actually playing the mid-game in very aggressive ways where they are often finding kills, I think most notably on Fnatic during the first couple of games.
Yeah, Fnatic was definitely struggling the first couple of games, but, you know, they can always make it back. A lot of the teams that, you know, we tend to look at always has that X factor to them. They could at any point just awaken and steamroll, and I mean, we saw it with several teams yesterday, even LG. We saw Falcons had a little bit of a slow start, and then all of a sudden, boom, they became super consistent, like we all know they can and should be. And that's kind of the thing at this. Everybody's adapting to the pace of the lobby. You know, they're adapting to, you know, how is everybody's macro doing? How are people fighting? And I think that they're kind of used, like we said before, different stages of the game. And it looks like, to me, Aurora is more than confident in this level. You know, at this stage of the tournament, they're like, this is exactly how we know it plays out. This is why we're winning. This is why we're killing so much. And E36 as well, specifically.
Oh, ban me again. Somebody, I watched Miss Melissa and always tab her up. She rated.
Yeah, timing is everything.
The goofy that she rated, she banned me way back. Her and her goofy ass community talking about self-promotion when I wasn't self-promoting at all. It was literally like a post about mental health, and I'm like, hey, I'm all about positivity. If you ever want to co-stream or whatever, I'm live every day. And literally, all I said is because I was lurking Miss Melissa, and she rated. I just said raid hype, GG's only, and they literally deleted it and banned me. But hey, didn't remember me at all though. She claims she didn't remember me at all though. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
goofies?
Me, these zones are kind of
what
scary
fucking goofies?
This is one of the most typical.
Holy shit!
Even if you don't have a lot of edge teams,
that just proves goofies all over the place, man. Yeah, literally, she had a mental health post, and this is when I was starting off streaming, and then like her mods or whoever in the comments like, self-promoting, like they like attacked me. Of course I'm going to defend myself. I'm like, no, I'm not self-promoting. I thought this was a mental health post, and here I am just trying to be positive and say if you ever need a positive space, someone to stream with, I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
And the scariest part is that you are
No, just
never
banned me
sure
when I
when
just
your
said
side
raid
is
hype from
clear.
Miss Melissa's
One of the coolest
raid.
things, though, is that I saw that
All I
Aurora's
said was
actually
raid
going
hype
with
and GG's
Mirage,
only in the
enabling
same
you to get
one
everything,
comment
all the
and
perks
just
crazy
banned
with,
me.
you know, with his newest perk
on
added to
Kick.
him. And
No,
that
this
can be
was
very
years ago when
beneficial.
she banned me
Alliance,
from
like always we
Facebook.
saw from Skyhook,
But
like
now I
very
just saw
slow,
Miss
very
Melissa
calm.
rated her on
Will
Kick.
be late, but
I was
will
like,
even
oh,
they
who
be
rated?
ready
Oh,
for the
Miss
next
Melissa.
team
Okay,
that
cool.
will-
Like,
I would
you know what I
assume we'll see
mean?
at least 2 more teams rotating through Skyhook.
No, it
and
was years ago, and then it actually happened like a year or two ago. I forget who I was watching or something, and she tried being like, "Oh, I don't remember what happened. Can you pull up the chat log?" Like, I'm not gonna pull up the. You go find it if you want it. I know what happened. And she tried to be like, "Oh, I don't remember, but we wouldn't do that." It's like, but here you are. You're still just goofy ass banning and bullying and talking shit. Like, I can't even hear because it's muted, and there's no captioning on Kick, but clearly goofies.
Yeah, and this is one of the biggest.
That's why
things
it's so easy to see people's
love
true
and I
colors,
hate.
man. Don't
So
cost
for
a
me,
fucking
I feel
dime.
that, you know, when you build Evo,
So
it should be
corny.
some type of
So
risk and
corny.
reward. Back in the day, we used to have higher requirements to Evo upgrade, and the only real avenue to get Evo was damage. Now, you know, we have several avenues, like you're
Yeah,
saying.
but
We
she
have-
promoted
we
it
have
too. She
beacons,
did
we
it too,
have,
and just
blink
backs them up.
consoles,
So
we have
it's clearly a
break in the
top-down
crate that
problem.
might come down. We have from resting. We have from, you know, there's so many different ways you can get level up on your Evos. And when you add Mirage on top of that, as you get everything, yeah, they're gonna level up real quick.
40-some viewers, and once again, only like 5 unique chatters.
I think both Alliance and Aurora know specifically that are playing on the same side.
Probably
of the map
Viewbot
edge,
as well.
Is that they're both out there lurking. So how long do you want to stay? Because we saw them clash in the previous, not the previous, but earlier series, where when you're right next to teams with the same playstyle.
But hey, they didn't remember though. They didn't remember that they were bogus back then, and they don't remember now. Yeah, they do. That's why sometimes people just don't want to be faced with the truth. It's easier to run away from it. Be
as much as I want to
cowards.
keep breaking this down, I am going to give our players a chance to, you know, continue working things out and hopefully get back into the game soon. While we wait, however, we have this special opportunity to
And way back after it happened, I didn't even realize I was still banned or whatever. I dropped stars in her stream. Dropped stars, didn't even realize. Because, you know, I'd go around to all the homies and didn't even realize, and then talk shit about that. Like, wow! How fucking lame are you?
ALGS Championship represented here in Japan in Sapporo.
No, me and Miss, no, this has nothing to do with Miss Melissa. It's someone that streams often with Miss Melissa. I don't even want to give her the benefit of shouting her out. No, I'm cool with Miss Melissa. Miss Melissa's always been cool. Oh, this is someone else that she streams with all the time and stuff.
This is my
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
LAN game esport LAN tournament I've been to. There's like so much around here in this fan base and like this.
Yeah, yeah,
And I've
exactly.
never met
Ass
any
hats
players
in my
real
book,
life, and,
man.
like, players are super
Her
nice
and
as
her
well.
mods are some ass hats, dude, for real. That's some goofy ass energy once again. Someone trying to help support you when you're talking about having mental health issues and people being negative around the streaming, you know, because there is a lot of trolls and stuff like that. So here I am just trying to be a positive force and literally shitting on people. You know what I mean? I'm sure if I had 100,000 followers and said that shit, you wouldn't have had that energy. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, she's been playing for 3 years.
Just bogus as fuck, her and her community, the way they treat people just for trying to be positive. When literally it was a mental health post, so you're literally a hypocrite on top of it. Yeah, exactly. I don't either from my experiences. Pieces of spam in my book. Yo, hell yeah, Dare Bear. And that just proved it there. All I said was raid hype and GG's only. Why would you even say anything, right? I'm not going to say anything else because I know you want to be a piece of spam about shit, even though you supposedly didn't remember who I was or any of that. Crazy though, right? Magically, you remember so well though. Hilarious.
So it's going pretty well out there, right?
Don't remember it all, but hey, I'm gonna still remember to ban you and all that shit. Like, yeah, you know, you get. They know I'm not gonna fucking keep my mouth shut, and I'm gonna talk the shit that needs to get talked, because it's the truth. It's the truth. They're bogus as fuck, and that's all there is to it.
Gaming brings us together. Apex brings us even closer, and now when you get to share the culture and stuff as well, this is my first time in Japan. It's been all of them are so kind. It's been phenomenal.
Where did you find
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ice
exactly.
sculptures?
Yeah.
You said there were ice sculptures.
Yeah, some goofy.
Okay, so
that's what I
my
mean. It's
wife
almost like
saw
baiting, just to
ice
try
sculpture. I
and
haven't seen it
bully,
personally in real life yet. I
like you
wanna
know.
do
And
it
that's like what
today.
some
Apparently they're
narcissists and
outside
shit like
somewhere,
that
and
do,
I
like
saw photos of
literally doing it to
Lifeline.
get
I
that
saw photos
reaction
of
and then
Valkyrie, and
turn
I
it on
believe
you and
Austin. They
and
look-
bully you and
I think it was
harass you
cute
and
lighting and
weird shit. It's just a
Okay,
weird,
okay,
goofy
okay.
energy that
'Cause
I don't
was
like.
actually walking through the
You know, and
suburb
hurt people hurt
downtown
people.
area
So
yesterday,
she must be
and
hurt.
I saw some ice
Hope
sculptures that
she
they were making
finds
there. None
ways
Apex
to be a better
related, so I'm
person
glad
than
that
that
we've got some
somehow.
Apex related
Because that's
ones to be
corny as
brought out
hell.
here, just so that everybody can enjoy. Also, I saw the line to get in this morning. Did you see that?
I saw it. It was the longest.
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
This is the
exactly.
first time
That's
I've seen
why.
this many
That's why.
people
Like when
at
people
one
talk
spot
shit
in
about
my
Miss
entire
Melissa,
life,
I talk
but
shit
that
back. Like,
line,
yo, she's
I'm not
live
gonna
every
lie, I
day,
would've gone
community
home.
games all the
I
time. Guess what? If I could do it, I'd be doing it. I'd be having some sexy pictures too if it'd make me money because Apex ain't paying the bills anymore, unfortunately. I wish it was, you know.
That they're ready, you know, for us to hop back into the game because I really
So I'm not
going
to knock somebody who's literally on the grind, streaming and dreaming every day, but found other ways to make some income for her and her family. Like, how you gonna hate that? Like, you don't like it, just keep scrolling. You know what I mean?
People, and it's been wonderful hearing, especially.
Hell yeah, Dare Bear.
when we
Hope
have,
you're
like,
doing well on the
Enterprise
drive down there.
36 Finding their 8th third party in a row. The energy that the crowd is still able to give as they celebrate the teams that are able to perform here in Japan.
That's crazy to me, though.
The energy today is
just
different
weird.
from the other days.
Weird.
There was nothing wrong with the other days in Sade. It was more late game oriented.
Yeah.
But now the energy has been from second, like the game starts, the energy is already there. Every single fight, you know, on edge, the energy is there. And
Yeah,
seeing
yeah,
those clutch
exactly.
moments,
That's stupid.
woo,
And that's
it's-
why. That's basically what she did to me, except it was a mental health post. And then I comment, like, in support of, you know, mental health. If you need anybody, I play every day. We could co-stream. Because it was still early on when I didn't even know, like, people were so goofy about that self-promotion. That's why you see me, I always shout out everybody. Any streamer that comes through, anybody that comes through a few times, I shout them out. You know, because I think that shit's goofy. Nobody's gonna magically go, hey, a streamer came into your chat talking and now they're gonna go watch them and never watch you again. That's a weird ass way to look at shit, you know what I mean? If you think your content's that piss poor, that's a you problem. Extra goofy. Extra goofy.
Doesn't seem like it's going to go over towards Epicenter, although there is the outside
Absolutely
shot
goofy ass mentality.
Rebellion area. Maybe not that far.
It's really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, I could even, you know, there's plenty of songs
But
in
hey,
the upper area.
she
But
claims
the
she
biggest
didn't
thing that I,
remember
you
the
know, see right there
interaction
was
and
a
wanted
lot
me
of
to go
teams
somehow
are
find. I'm like, you blocked me. I can't
mirroring
get
each
that
other's
chat
macros,
back.
and that's important.
I don't know
And
where
I
it
think
is. It was years. You know,
are
this
we
was a
also
couple years
seeing
ago.
it's
A
about to
couple
happen?
years
I think
after.
the game
Yeah,
have
just
started.
goofy. It's whatever. I don't even care. It's, you know, is it malicious or is it incompetence? Either way, you're out. You know what I mean? I really don't care what the motives are at that point. Either way, that's a weird ass energy. You're extra goofy. Your mods are extra goofy. Yeah, just get good, be better. Hopefully you'll learn to be a better person. You know what I mean? Doubtful though, clearly not going to, but that's cool too. And again, it's just supporting Miss Melissa in a raid. Has nothing to do, but those people that are narcissists like that, everything's got to be about them, you know? That's why they flip it on you and shit. Gaslighting, all that shit. Classic narcissism.
Who are rotating down
Classic.
To the north as well. So I like that Meltstar is playing quiet, hoping to avoid attention, as we do still have plenty of teams on the hunt.
Absolute
Now,
classic
like Pro,
narcissistic
starting off
behavior.
A fight of their own are going to be sat in Monument, making their way through. It seems all right for Virtus Pro.
Let's
but
go.
I'm surprised that Fnatic are getting to
Here we go.
back for this. Oh no.
Yeah, they tried walking back for this, but now Falcons is also joining the fray. They're saying, hey, loot boxes, let's
Okay,
go
let me
get
close that up then.
Interrupted the pace a little bit of the Fnatic members still
Oh,
stuck in
someone
Overlook.
else raided.
I think they
I'm
split it
not
up
sure
just
who
to
I
say,
had
hey,
tabbed
hopefully
up
one
because
of
I
us gets
tab
a
up
chance
so
to
many
reset,
homies.
but
That's
it's gonna
all.
be a tough one.
Puriel Hal experiencing Neuron activation.
I don't even know who I was watching. I must have raided. Because I do keep up some people who are view botters up. So that's also the problem.
From Fnatic. Green Stego and Virtus Pro
I do put some view botters up, so then you don't know. Is it a view botter I had up, or is it someone else?
More on top of all of it.
Yeah, I mean, we also still see in the center of the zone right now. There's
So that's
plenty of
why I
teams
said,
playing
oh, it's a
there.
Miss Melissa raid. Okay,
We saw
just say
some
one
opted
positive
out
thing.
from playing
Nope,
early
can't
on.
even handle that.
I
Weird,
would like to believe
weirdos.
because of the different stages in the tournament where people are saying, hey, early game didn't work now that we're more familiar with this lobby.
Yeah, she clearly
early
is
game
like
might
has
work
a bunch
again.
of insecurities.
But we
Like you
still
say,
also
hurt
see
people,
that
hurt people.
shift, like
I
said
just don't
before,
care if it's
towards
malicious or
mid-game speed, where they
incompetence.
wanna wait
Either
until
way,
circle
you're
one
out for
fully
me.
closes, grab the
Good,
next
I'm glad
room
you
console,
banned me,
and
so
then
I ain't
they
got to
make
worry
their
about
way
it
in,
then.
Because nobody, and I say nobody likes all-inning one specific
Try and give them the
building.
benefit of the
zone
doubt,
pulls
but they
off
just
of them,
want to keep
and now,
proving
you're getting
what
ganked
kind
by
of people they are. Not good
Melstera got
peoples.
found out.
Not
That
good
is
peoples.
a survey
I don't
beacon
care what
special,
anybody
and
says. My
unfortunately
experience with
running
her,
right out
not good
into
peoples.
Falcons as well, who were waiting
Mods,
for
not
whatever
good
was going on
peoples.
in Overlook. I think they saw the survey beacon being hit as well. Melstera's secret agent Melstera?
Nobody was looking at him because I guess they heard shots from the zone and they were looking that way. I'm happy though that he got out. You know, it's a little bit scary, but hey, he got lucky. Nice.
Using the invis as well.
What?
That's
What?
a good time to take a pause, honestly.
Why
I'm
is
sure,
it
I'm sure it
paused?
has nothing to do with what we just saw, but that's a good time to take a pause. Go next, getting really aggressive using the survey beacon as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I think now that they're.
Yeah,
you
that's
know, they made sure
that's
I
yep,
think they caught off the
that's
other
one of
players,
my
right? They caught up to
one
the
of my
other-
opinions
yeah,
as
they
well.
got Yuka.
If
Yeah,
she
they got
can't use
Yuka.
you, fuck
They
you
were like,
type deal,
for sure,
probably. That's one of
he's
my
still here
guesses.
because we didn't see him. Like, so they were still looking for him, managed to find him. And
Again, very
hey,
selfish,
just let it go.
narcissistic
I
type
see
person
here-
from what I can tell.
That's the look of a man.
Go next. They are locked in, and they're just saying, how did we miss him? Why are we pausing? Next time we go in, we are chasing them down. Yeah. That's their thought process right there. The sign. Looking
Technical
very
issues is why they pause it.
Yes, indeed.
They had to have added that to the game. Like, I don't think any other ALGS have they ever had pauses in this shit
I don't think
before?
they're selling the flags here. I remember when they sold the flags.
Yes, they were great.
that was very nice. Now go next. We're chasing down.
I like those
Fanatik,
glasses
we talked
he's
about
got.
earlier.
Those are
Falcons
cool.
actually just sat in that whole area, but that's all the way off to the east of the ring. Looking over at the western side, we haven't seen too much of it. I want to remind everybody that that's
See, some of
where
these
Alliance
shots, I
is
don't
going
get
to
why
be
they're so
coming
low
from.
quality.
Moving
Like,
out of
man,
Skyhook, Alliance
that's
are
why I wish they had
absolutely a team that we're
1440
gonna be watching
streams
for
and higher
throughout
bitrate.
this
It's
game,
YouTube.
and
They could have
Hundred Thieves
like
are starting to
like
move out of
easily
Countdown as well.
1440,
Yeah, I mean, we
18K
talked a lot about
bitrate.
the east side of the map. We talked about
I don't know why they don't
earlier
take
because
advantage.
Both teams playing up north are just playing really slow. So, you know, that's just going to be like that for another 2 more zones. West side of the map, like we said, 100 Thieves and knock them on the same side of things. Will they meet each other on their macro? But south side on the things, Enter Force 36 and Fury are kind of slipping apart now, but they're still coming in from the same side. Where will they rendezvous? Because at the center of the map, there's like 10 teams just sitting there in the buildings. At some point, you're going to have to fight on the edge. And at that point, who will 3P who is the real question, because we've seen so many 3Ps, and I'm all here for it because it's so much fun.
You know, Fury is a weird team to talk about, not just because I predicted them and I've been tracking them all day, but because they're moving out of the south side of the map, and it looks like we'll get the chance to check in with them as well as everyone else as the match does come back to us.
There we go.
Yes. Back here in match number 5. Back in it. Back. Melstera still alive, guys. Still alive.
Still alive indeed.
Someone just unlocked that. If he's looking at the mini-map, somebody just unlocked that thing. It's got the unlock thing. I don't think he should go through there. There's got to be a team in there. This might be an amateur move.
To reset somewhere on the southern side of the zone, perhaps.
That should mean that it just got unlocked.
As he's rotating towards it.
The unlock symbol.
Fury and Enter 436 might pull into
Oh, no, there's nobody there. Okay, that's crazy. I thought it goes to a dot if it hasn't been unlocked. Like, after it's unlocked for a little bit, it's supposed to be a dot, I thought.
In Overlook and then getting out, it would be very sad if you get caught one more time.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to make it. Finding a respawn.
It just stays with the unlock symbol?
Not going to be the most
it used to be that it'd be, right after it got unlocked, it would be unlocked, and then it would go to just that little dot on the mini-map. Maybe it's different for this stuff? I swear that's how it works, but maybe it's different now, though.
Emergence from Skyhook playing outside this cave right now, and it looks like Go Next are starting to take some fights as well.
No, just I meant on the mini-map. I swear the symbol used to be after, like, however long after it was unlocked, it would have the unlock symbol on the mini-map, and then it would go to just a little red dot on the mini-map, or whatever the color is, you know what I mean? That's how you know if it was just unlocked or if it, yeah.
got caught
So
in
I
the
don't know.
choke because there was too much noise. Alliance feeling
But now with
very
Loba being able to
comfortable
unlock
because
them
they
and all that,
have
who knows?
one-threaded
Maybe they
double
changed
purple
it, or I could be
Shopify
wrong.
Rebellion's super close to all of this, but they don't have the sustain to actually stay up on this.
And that's another point with dealing with her is some people don't want to admit they're wrong and they'd rather double down on being more wrong. Like that's again just shows who they are. You were wrong then, and now you're more wrong now.
The bleeding of Meds.
Yeah, and now we're seeing that most teams are rotating towards the center of the zone. People are going to be meeting each other a
And
lot
supposedly
more because
didn't
on this
remember
map,
any of the interactions, but yet remembers enough to ban me like that. That's extra goofy. Extra goofy.
However, Alliance, they I'm pretty sure their evac got shot down. Is that what happened?
Extra goofy.
They got another one.
Yeah. I think in these they do. They have a lot of control on it. Yeah, clearly, because I don't remember them ever being able to pause before. So clearly they set it up a lot better than past. Because I remember they used to have problems. Like I don't know if you remember some ALGS past. Like people would crash out of the game and they'd just be screwed. Like they would just run the whole game still, and now you just didn't get to get any points because one of your teammates game crashed.
So you're not going to be getting a huge power position by playing tight.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on which side the zone
Yeah,
towards.
it used to be like that. Like there was some big issues like that.
In towards Monument, if they have to. There's a lot of playable areas out there. You can call it the parking lot. There's like a few ditches. There's a few walls. Like you have several options. I think that could work out. However, inside of Monument, everything seems to be taken almost. A couple of buildings are clear. People probably still haven't noticed that. Fnatic right here with the zone managed to get the reset. However, still triple blue. Hopefully they can grab some objective points on their way in to level up to purple, because getting in on triple blue when people are already looking at red is a little bit scary.
They've got Mirage. There's an assault crate, so you know, could happen. Could happen. I'm actually anticipating that it will happen. Aurora, wait for something else, did actually choose to play the center of Epi. Not a whole lot of damage, not a whole lot of kills. I think that's the unfortunate reality when you're playing at a survey camp and it pulls basically right next to you. Even for Aurora, who I'm sure would like to get antsy. This is a nice pickup for TSM. Mythic crate.
Oh, the armor level up and also the juice. What did he get? Triple take, Havoc. I mean, Havoc hasn't been too popular, but he brings it up. Double gold scout and also the armor level up. That, my friend, is a juicy box.
Oh yeah, the armor level up especially gonna help out. Havoc, I felt pretty good about. I know it's just tough because so often in the end game, it's Sheila or Shotgun, and Havoc doesn't just really have space there.
It's a little bit tough because a lot of the times people opt for their primary weapon. They tend to opt for Scout or they tend to opt for Nemesis, whereas Havoc, it kind of falls into that range as well. But and also
Actually, I just read a tweet, I believe today or last night, Michael. Someone was saying they couldn't believe how popular it is. Like they went like anywhere they go, like people like know about it, talk about it, are so excited that if you're a creator around it. Yeah, it's very popular, evidently. Yeah, like you almost can't throw a rock anywhere and not hit someone who isn't into Apex or knows about it, or you know what I mean. Pretty cool.
How they're going to approach this. So let's jump into a listen-in with Enter Force 36.
Yeah, I saw a tweet about that. See, they always go into somebody I can't understand. They never, I swear, go to. I think maybe one time I've got an audio from like Hal's team or something. I wish they had translators. I'm fluent. I'm fluent in whatever language this is. I'm really good at other languages. I'm really good at gibberish.
진원지 비어 있었다고? 진원지 있었어. 진원지 팀인가 그랬어.